Yeah, you know the pain. Moon Studios back again. No mercy, no pause. Only legends survive. Yeah. Step in the circle, the fire's lit. Permadeath loaded, you ready for it? Broken blades and busted dreams. Blood on the D-pad, hear the silent screams. Health bar thin, heart rate thick. Boss fights dirty, that AI slick. One wrong move, that's all she wrote. Hardcore life, sink or float. Can't save me, no safe zone. Crack controller, sticks and bones. Every fall's a lesson learned. Light the pyres, watch them burn. Yeah! No rest for the wicked, we rise or we rot. This ain't no checkpoints, all that you got. Grip tight the blade, feel the burn in your chest. One life, one shot, now die like the best. Yeah, 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 yeah. Guitar solo rips to a synth, other tones to start to feel chaotic, but triumph. Fade to black, now rage respawn. Born for the struggle, pain's my dawn. Elder echoes, souls born blood. Parry that fate, stand in the flood. Frames drop cold in the clutch of despair. Skill check savage, better come prepared. Permadeath whispers, your story's done. Yeah. Rise, rise, a rot in the dirt. Fight, fight, fight through the pain in the heart. Drop all instruments except for heartbeat, bass, and whispered vocals in the silence. Legends are forged and lost in the fire. Fire, fire. No rest for the wicked, we rise or we rot. This ain't no checkpoint, it's all that you've got. Grip tight the blade, feel the burn in your chest. One life, one shot, now die like the best. Yeah. No rest, no peace, only glory or grief. Final bell toll echoes out like the end of a long, brutal fight.
To the stream. My name's Brian. If you happen to be new around here, today we've got a lot to do. We're going to be diving back in to hardcore mode. Going to be playing a mage build. Last attempt we got 8 hours. I'm guessing, as a betting man, that we might have less hours on a mage build, especially with the way that ranged and mage classes are currently configured. It is bright and early. We do this Saturday mornings starting around 4:30 a.m. Central Time. So if you're up and about, come in, hang out. We will also be giving away at least one copy of the game today. Now, we're doing this as a way to support the developers. We have a lot of people still on the fence. We have some people in the community that financially you just can't do it right now. And we've all been there. I remember when I lost my job in 2008, my friend covered my Final Fantasy XI subscription because he was a freaking legend. It's just little things like that, right? We take care of each other. So we're going to give away at least one copy of the game. Now, the community has been supporting the channel in such amazing ways. And if that continues, we'll continue to give away additional copies, trying to just really grow the No Rest for the Wicked community, getting more people checking out the Breach. There is like one that I do worry about is that this is an early access game. So I think it's a very polished early access game, but it's still early access nonetheless. So just keep that in mind while we're playing and doing these different things, because you might not be an early access guy. There's a couple of caveats I think we need to kind of lay it out for everybody also. In order for me to give you a copy of the game, or if you're here to try to win a copy for your friend, that's awesome. They're going to need to be on my Steam friends list, and I'm going to need them to be in a region that Steam will allow me to gift to. Those seem to be the only restrictions currently, and we're trying to figure out ways around those restrictions. So just kind of keep that in mind as we go forward and conquer. But anyway, I think that's enough of an intro. I'm looking forward, and hopefully it lasts longer than 5 minutes. If we do end up meeting our end, we'll continue to play and and switch it up maybe to a more normal character. I have a character that's almost level 30, which is great. I've been really power leveling that. We'll see if that my power leveling tips and tricks work for my hardcore character as well. Hey, good morning, Maya. Good morning, Linux. Is patch 1 coming today? I don't think patch 1 is today. This is the patch 1 waiting room. Let's see here. I am still in the belief that we might see patch 1 in June, but I'm setting all, like, for bigger updates, I'm setting all kind of things that is at a 2 to 3 month kind of cadence. All right, let's create a new hardcore character, like a lady. Let's see here. I'm gonna call her like I did back in my Phantasy Star Online days, Salazar. Hardcore, yes, and customize. All right. Is there a random hair? Eyebrow position. It's like, how we started hard. How long have you made it in hardcore? 20 hours, still in the character creator. Hey, what's going on, Ballateer? How are you doing today? All right. Customize, create, and we'll see. Okay, yeah, can I continue from last whisper? Okay, I can jump back onto my previous, but I've leveled that up a little bit. Let's create a new realm. Let's see here. HQ2. Let's get the prologue. Whoa, what's this? Awesome, thank you so much. Over on Twitch, Nivelmic with the Prime sub. You guys, if you got Amazon Prime, you got Twitch Prime, and you don't need to give it to me, but thank you if you do. And dropping that Twitch Prime sub, which is really cool because that puts us up a little bit on the member goal. For every 25, I gift out 5. And I thought, I've been, now we do more multi-platform stuff and people are showing up on Twitch. I figure if anybody gets it over the goal line, that platform will get it. So that's going to be how we rock and roll with that. Did not know you streamed on Twitch. Very rarely. Like it's going to be every Saturday morning and at least for the foreseeable future. I was like, I've tried to do other times, and it's like for anybody who doesn't know, and this is your first stream, you're checking out this VOD, especially if you're checking this out as a VOD. Thank you, amazing. I appreciate you very much. If you're checking out as a VOD, leave a comment because I think YouTube really likes that. It could just be simple, like hello, something like that. Anyway, whenever the family needs me, I'm a family guy. Like if family comes first, I love playing video games. Time to set it down, and move on, right? So it's like I have found the most uninterrupted time in my life is between the hours of 4 and 8. Good morning. We got Sal in chat. Red, welcome. Daz says, good day. If the developers release 2 locations a year, it's sad. I've already played 270 hours running back and forth. I wonder, I don't think it's going to be 2 locations a year, but maybe. Like 1.0 is going to be substantially larger, but that's a lot of hours, which honestly, dude, tip of the freaking hat, bro. Like that's awesome. That's a lot of hours. But it's important to note that there's a lot of, like, I'm hoping that you enjoy those 270 hours, but with anything that you consume, like I'm the same way. Like I have an upper limit. Like I can only play so much of one video game for a while. It doesn't matter how much content there is. It's just, you want variety being the spice of life. And sometimes what ends up being, I need to shovel. Sometimes what you end up needing more than anything. Oh, good Lord. Gotta focused. Like hardcore mode hits different, guys. Like you better you better pay attention. All right, let's see. I have not picked up any weapons. Okay. I got a fishing rod though. That's what matters. But yeah, like there is gonna be content, which we know, but like I'm of the mind, and this is just like the mindset that I step into with this game, is legitimately focusing it on letting them cook. Because when they cook, ooh, it is so good. It is so good. Hey, what's up, Myth? Oh yeah. Oh guys, I forgot. The first time ever, like I'm always usually here. I'm gonna jump into the chill room in Discord, and if you want to come hang out, you're more than welcome to come hang out. I like to run these live streams as like a little mini podcast. So if you want to come talk, you want to vent, you want to share your excitement, it's all good. We always just say just be respectful, and as long as you have a good mic and you don't sound like you're calling from like a wind tunnel, then yeah, you can. But we'll let you know. I see here, Myth says, hey everyone, long time viewer of the channel. First live stream, managed to catch though. Hey, all right. That's one of the things I've always enjoyed about just like radio programs. It's like, long time listener, first time caller. It's like, I like it. I like it. Oh, yeah. So how we run giveaways also, just to get everybody some heads up, because it's like, I love that we got some Twitch people. The Nightbot will only let me like focus in on one chat, so you will need to go and chat within the YouTube space, so to say. But if we can ever figure out a way to do it a little bit better, we will. But I'll give you guys a phrase sometime later in the stream to kind of type into the chat to kind of put yourselves into the giveaway. If you're here and you're hoping to get a copy for a friend, just make sure they got to be on my friends list. So it's like, it seems so, oh, good Lord. They got to be on my friends list. So my friends code is in the description already of this YouTube video. So just pre-friend me and then tell me who gets it. And as long as you're within the same region, I can give it out. Otherwise, we'll have to we'll re-roll when that time comes. All right. I was thinking, and this probably goes a little bit more complicated, but it was like, if like hardcore mode, I die, you win. I'll do like we do giveaways on every hardcore death. We'll see. Oh, he's got a shield. Got him. Got a scrap bomb. Oh, I got a sword. Okay, well, a great sword. Yeah, mage build, but we're starting off with a great sword. At least that has some kind of damage to it. Give me a wand. Paddle build when? I accidentally equipped a paddle the other day. Yeah, it's just a function of time, guys. Patch number 1, I would estimate that we're going to be looking at June, but honestly, they could get it. Some of the things they share, it sounds like they're kind of getting really close. But I think if anything else, what we want, and especially with some of the issues that they found with trying to fit too much content into. Oh, that's a fun little. This one hits different. There it is. All right, we got a club and a round shield. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like if nothing else, we know, I think July is a pretty safe bet. But time will tell. One-handed Magus Wand. There we go. There we go. Grasping Magus Wand. One hand. It's got Lightning Dart and Lightning Blast. Let's see here. And a shield, baby. There we go. One of the things I'm thinking is that we should probably be a little bit risque when it comes to like running across edges. Like just rip the band-aid off. Go for it. What's going on, Dictator? Mr. Costa says, hi, I know it's early, but do you think in the future we'll have an update similar to Breach, more lands, more content, more bosses? 100%. So in terms of the schedule for updates and that has been expressed, and keep in mind things can change, and I know as gamers, like when they say something, we kind of take it as a promise, and that can be that's why it's like very careful why that, like, what words are you going to use, because some things they might test out might not end up being fun, and so they end up getting cut, but then gamers were excited about it. So that being said, is that they've said he's got, actually I'll finish my thought before I run in there and put my life at risk. The we know that the multiplayer update in terms of milestones, like these are the milestone updates, that's kind of the big feature they're working on, but that's also going to introduce PvP, some other things like that. That might be the patch 1 that he's talking about, but we will see as that kind of takes shape. Then they're talking about a Sacrament update, like an update really focusing on a complete system pass, adding in a lot of stuff to Sacrament. This would be something where he's talked about farming. This is where you're going to see farming, you know, being introduced into the game. His name is John Cena. Good morning, Mike. I appreciate you, sir.
Yo.
All right, coming in with the memes, dude. So then you got Sacrament update, and then they talked about what they call the Combat 2.0 update. This is where I think we're getting the job system that he's kind of talked about. I call it the job system. I'm going to keep calling it the job system. Maybe it will stick within the community. It's like, yeah, you call it class, we all call it jobs. And so then we have that update. And then we know there might be something between that, but we know 1.0. 1.0 will also add in new lands, new story, and more. So in terms of like getting additional story and more of that, I think that's might be 1.0, unless they do something along the lines of that. Jaw says can't wait for the job system. Facts. Good morning, Mike. How are you today?
I'm getting ready for work.
Nice.
So the way factor. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sounding a little different because I'm bending over, tying my shoes.
Oh, come on. That's not why you're bending over. Oh, yo. Oh, good morning.
It's too early for that. Yeah.
Oh, man. It's never too early to be crude. Let's see. I'm just joking.
Lewd, rude, and crude.
Lewd, rude, and crude. Oh, I always expect there's going to be somebody in here. I run into these rooms swinging.
Hey, you know me. I usually am, but so now I gotta be a professional here in 6 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Good old professionals. Let's see here.
Minus the fact that I'm wearing one of my new sarcastic shirts.
Yeah.
I paused my game to be here. You're welcome.
Nice.
Literally, that's actually true because it's supposed to be my weekend off.
Oh, yeah? Getting a little OT? A little overtime?
A little OT and filling in for someone that no one else wants to overtime crew, so yay.
Yay.
I'm the one that gets looked at. Hey, you want to do some overtime? Sure.
Sure. Ooh, max strength for endgame on the Claymore. North of 42. North of 42. I don't know I don't know if there's a diminishing returns. I'd have to kind of rely on some people online to. Oh yeah. Oh, AOE. The downside, and I'm looking forward to them changing it to where it uses anima. There it is. There we go. There we go. All right. Level 2. See, this uses intelligence. Add a little bit of intelligence here. We're gonna add some health, and then thinking a little bit more focus as well. See how that plays out. Are they get past the shutdown drama, or is it still there? The shutdown drama, I think, is interesting. I think it's gonna. I'm hoping that this week it's just like, all right, we're getting back into news, etc. Because the articles have all been written, and it's in my experience that there's not a lot of gold that they're gonna get from that well, in terms of the legacy media. So unless for something like, Thomas said this and crudely, what a horrible, like, I don't know.
I did kind of lurk on your shutdown video. Didn't watch it all. Well, some watch / put it all the way through under autoplay.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No problem.
I love lurkers on videos, man. That watch time is so important.
Hearing about the Petro the shutdown was for the Ricket 2D. It's like you guys have got to realize too that a lot of people that actually enjoy the games really put reviews out. You get that with movies as well. So you have the bad reviewers that always want to come up and say, "Hey, negative shit about the movie, game, etc." But you won't hear the good, positive, because those people are still playing.
Well, the other thing is, like, there's no article that follows like, oh, okay, the stock market's returned and all. Like, you don't see, at least I don't. I never see like these like incredible articles of like, oh yeah, it's what is it? I forget who says it, but I heard somebody say if it bleeds, it leads. Like, it's like, okay, what's going to get us the most, what's going to get us the most attention? And so, like, all of this is just a game of attention. So, I think ultimately the thing they do, I think the thing was like, I didn't think Thomas lied at all. Like, it's like, yeah, if they're getting review bombed, if they're not able to, because it's like, they're making fixes, but outside of that, like, yeah, if they're not able to sell the game because they're not featured on Steam, that's gonna eventually have their runway run out, and that's just a natural thing. They have to sell a game. What's this one? Oh, that's sweet action.
Indie developers and whatnot too. Everyone has their moment or sunshine in the spotlight, but it comes into the factor of longevity, how long game lasts.
Right.
Back on the couple years ago where we were all playing New World together, and it was at the highlight saying New World is a dead game, and the dead game meme came out.
Yeah, all they have to do is literally just make a great game, and people are going to want to play it. And I think they already do. And so, like, the number one comment on videos is still, when's this coming to consoles? And it's like, you add in consoles, you're going to add in a whole, just a whole aspect of people able to come and play and enjoy the game. Nevim says, will the class job system auto assign the points, or just a guide that you are still free to assign points? I think they'll get rid of point assignment, and I think it will all be like skill tree things, right? Like, it could be, I mean, there's so many cool systems that has been designed within that, and I forget, oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher his name, Matsu, within his games, like the license grid system, etc. So I think you're gonna get probably a point or something, and you'll get to assign it to something, but it's not going to actually be like stat based. It's going to be like things that enhance your play. And I think that the choice will be is that you get several good options. You're like, oh, I want this, and it's like, oh, I want this too, etc. So the class in and of itself is just going to be that handle for just how your attacks and what weapons. I think it's going to make it a lot easier too in terms of like weapons, because right now, like if I get a really cool weapon that's
Nomology says I just bought the game like 5 days ago and I finished it with like 32 hours and I really loved it. I found your stream, so I am happy to be here.
all right. Well, welcome in. Thank you for being here, and thanks for saying hi. I'm glad you're enjoying the game. It is so freaking good. Yeah, let's trade blows.
And then Springback Jersey, yes, I'm really struggling to find gems. Any advice?
Ooh, welcome to the club. The best thing to do in terms of gem farming is, let's say here, actually, let me show you. Let me just do this as a real example. Let me find a treasure chest that I had already opened. And I wasn't doing it early because it's just like, but it's nice to do on kind of your first pass. Let's see here. Can we find anything? No, I have opened a couple. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum.
The only thing is, do they despawn after a while?
They do. They have different kinds of spawns, and so that's why you kind of want to do what I'm about to show you. Because the best way to farm gems is to farm, and that's to play the game. So here's the treasure chest. Let me kill this guy real quick. I love that. These finishing moves are so sweet. All right, so usually what's a good practice is like, hey, here's a treasure chest. All right, let me pull up my map and let me press the A button and let me go over to the treasure chest icon and bada bing, bada boom. So that when you're running around the world, you can see how you can still see that treasure icon on screen. It might not be there, but there's a lot of treasure chests all over that you can kind of find by just exploring. And this will just kind of feed you another opportunity to get another chest, which could have gems in it. I think they've talked about targeted farming as well, like as some of the things that they're kind of trying to work on, but we will see.
My last thing to help you out, Nomology also asks, are we allowed to discuss about the game, like what can be added or what can be changed to the screen?
Yes. Oh yeah. The like it does frustrate people, but I do like I believe that as long as people can talk about things respectfully, that we shouldn't be able to say like you can't talk about this or that. I like how that's got that multi-target.
Yeah, well, I'm signing out here.
All right.
Catch you later, Brian.
Have a great day at work.
Everyone, have fun.
Thank you. There we go. Man, that's the downside about focus-driven attacks. It's like you are. I need that regeneration. I need that focus gen. There it is. There we go. Yeah. Level up, baby. Level 3. Right. Get a little bit more of that juice. I'm gonna go stamina, and I'm gonna go focus. Go. Blacksmith. All right. Repair. All right. Does he have any useful stuff for me? Don't have much money. Grab chowder recipe as well. Oh, also I think gems can also drop from like I'm assuming ore. So it's like having a really good thing. Like, I believe that is like I'm drawing a little bit of a blank if that's true. How do you approach stat distribution in the early game? I focus in on survivability every time. So this is always going to vary depending on what kind of playstyle you are, especially on a hardcore character. Then I want a lot of health. I want to be able to take a hit and not have to end the game, because most likely the game will end by getting pushed off a cliff like it did last time. But no, I focus early game on health and survivability until you're able to really kind of round that out, and then you can unlock the stat reallocation and change it up later. But yeah, stamina, health, and then whatever your base attack stat is. And that's why for me, I don't do a lot of split stats, and that's one of the things that I think the job system is going to really improve overall for myself is kind of that. Like, I'm like, oh, split, like, no, I'm not gonna split stat something. Like, yeah, I know it gives me access to this weapon, etc. And that's something I do, you know, hopefully we'll get to spend some time with, you know, before they change that. I just, generally speaking, yeah. That's just who I am. Welcome in, Gerg and Wex. Thanks for the follows over on Twitch, and Noob. I missed you say earlier, but Nevim's jumped in as well. So thank you guys for those follows. Yes, the job system is what I'm calling the class system, just as a heads up. Thomas has alluded, and I've covered this in videos, that they're like, when we talk about Combat 2.0, they're going to be doing another pass in it, and he has basically said the Final Fantasy Tactics multiple times, how they handle things, and so I think it's going to be very similar. Obviously, it's not going to be the exact same system, but I think it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. And so they've already listed off 20 jobs. Oof. Every fight. Oh, good lord. That guy hits like a brick. Like every fight's a boss fight. Coraline End's kind of useless compared to the other buildings, so I was thinking that maybe we could add a pleasure for hire, if you know what I mean, and it has 50-50 chance to give you a buff debuff. That sounds fun. I'd have to be sure, not like if my kids are playing, that they're like like no, let's not go there. But yeah, this game is rated M, so that's kind of still on me if they play it. Yeah, it's one of the last 3. I'll see if I can get you the link, because it's like he goes over the single-handed ones, the multi-state. Like it's really cool. It's, I think it's at 40. Oh yes, sweet action. Here, let me see if I can find it for you. Content, videos, job system incoming. There we go. Link and paste. All right, let me know if you get that, if you see that link dropped in there. Should communicate it. One thing that's gonna be interesting is, like, I could go for that, but it would be crazy. It's just so funny if I fell. I was like, oh hey, yeah, going, and then it was like, oh, it was all that was 3. You know, 3 copper or something like that. Is there any way of getting focus instead of attacking? I believe you can use. I think they changed the focus potions to, instead of giving you focus, it literally just gives you increased, you know, regeneration of focus. That'd be a change that I'd be fine if they. I wouldn't mind them having 2 types of those, like where you have the potions that just either slowly feed you with, you know, focus, or slowly, or increase your focus gen. Because I do like that on my last mage, it was very helpful to have a bunch of those potions so that you're not sitting here going. They talked about also giving a pipe, and there's some other ways. Like there isn't a channel ability that basically lets you take life and turn it into focus, as kind of that play. All right. Ah, the Dream Forger, welcome. All right. I feel like I would benefit from more experience. Oh, hello. Whoa. All right, this is getting dangerous. Oh, he's got a buddy. Maybe I'll get him to kill his buddy. Oh, he's got two buddies? Okay. All right. Live and let live. Oh man, dude. Perfect parry. I'd be great if I could just parry at all. That's something that's like also that I'm like, I definitely need to practice, and then because I've been just doing the hardcore level and stuff, I don't. There we go. All right. Don't think it's worth risking to try and follow him down the ledge. All right. All right. Let me see if I can get some focus and finish him off. Oh, throw a bomb. You're so smart. I never think of bombs, dude. All right. Let's see if I can do it. Yes! Give that man a high five. All right, dude. Thank you. All right. Oh yeah, man. Bombs then, like, just on a mage build, just to have another ranged attack. It was like their value just went up. I never think of them. Yeah, so here's another example where it's like really smart to like, hey, let me just pop down, you know, these little treasure markers. You can also do the same thing for like mining materials, so that way you're like, oh yeah, I know there's some ore over here. Ship coal resource. So they drop more than just, you know, their base material. I don't find it that surprising because the game's also in early access, and you gotta understand, like, at least in terms of it, like, when somebody is, you know, it takes somebody's time to do that, and if, it's like, I don't know, man, sometimes I'm just surprised in the age of AI, like, that people are still writing articles. The Bear, good morning! It is 5 a.m. for me. It is 5. I find this is the most uninterruptible time in my life. Let's see here. All right, so maybe getting one more level would benefit me. I gotta be careful. All right, cool. Like, if it knocks me off, I will be so pissed doing an execution. I like how it finishes off with a little bit of magic. There we go. Heavier pants. I don't think it's worth it for getting rid of my fast dodge. That's right. Feels good. Laura is a nobody NPC that they need to flesh out a little bit more. Can't even think who that is right now. Rip Laura, still find it odd. I don't know who we're talking about. I've only gotten to the new zones on my monk build. I still got a lot of leveling, a lot of playing to do. Ah, what's up, big boy? You don't have friends now. What's up, dude? Yes. Yes. All right. And a little bit more of that juice. A little bit more of that squeeze. I'm sorry. Like, I need as much focus as humanly possible. The more focus I have, the better this build's going to be, I think. Obviously, intelligence is going to be important. If you're gonna play two-handed heavy, your best bet is to go high health, charged attack, damage reduction, and thorns, plus health on kill and lifesteal. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that I also have a shield. Since I'm using a wand. Hey, excuse me. Alright. Thanks guys for the 39 likes on the stream. I appreciate y'all. Might go after him after a second. Let's see if I can take out his buddies. There we go. Solves one problem. Is he can I execute this guy? I was like, come on, maybe I get close enough. There we go. Yes, this is a new hardcore character, Jay. The figure like you know, we're gonna play this character until such an end that I jump off an edge or something like that. And then if we do, then I'll probably switch over to my monk and continue on and get into the new stuff. My monk's level 27. I got my my strength build to level 13, so it's like my thought is like every new character, every time I'm doing it, gonna do a new build for y'all, I'm gonna start them all off as a hardcore character because it's fun. And it's like it does like completely change. I need some more stamina. Oh, good lord. Oh, goodness. It's like, come on. Not in here. Not by this guy. I'm out of coffee, dadgummit. I think the realm system and multiplayer will really improve the endgame flow. I think so. I think multiplayer improves so much, in my opinion. Oh no, oh no, oh no! No! My hubris! Oh, my hubris! 0 hours. Oh, she grabbed me. All right, Let's give away a copy of the game, guys. All right, let's see here. Here, it's been an hour. Started the stream around that time. All right, Nightbot. Oh goodness gracious, dude. Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be a mage. I said right before I created the character, I was like, I bet it's going to have a life shorter than my last build. Let's see here, commands. Giveaways. All right. Let's see here. What's the keyword? All right. Let's see here. Trying to think of something good. There we go. All right. That wasn't too impressive. No. It's like he grabbed me. It's like you can't. I was like, oh, please don't finish me off. I was like, just give me a smidgen of health. Just a smidgen of health. All right, guys. Enter in the command wicked. You got to be on the YouTube chat, so it's like this with the exclamation mark. We'll start taking some entries and go from there. Let's see here. Let's swap over to my monk. We might jump back into hardcore mode in a bit, but monk is level 27, so. Then continue. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So just as a reminder for anybody who's doing the giveaway, especially if you already have a copy of the game and you're hoping to give it away to your friend, they're gonna have to be on my Steam friends list. The Steam code, my Steam friends list code, is in the description of this video, like in the live stream. So check the description if you haven't friended me already. So you have to be on my friends list because Steam won't let me give you. It doesn't let me get a code that I can just hand out, which is a bummer. And you also have to be in a region that I can gift out. So if for some reason the winner is somebody who cannot actually get the code, then we'll just have to re-roll. So just note that those are the restrictions, not put on, not my rules, but just how the system is. Let's see here. I need to get some spruce. Go farm some spruce real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Go. And 3 weeklies. Where's my last? Where did I last? The Black Trench. Yeah. Well, the nice thing is with the next hardcore character, and you guys can, maybe we'll let you guys define what kind of build we want to create, you know, and see how long we can last. With the next hardcore character, maybe I'll let you guys dictate, because I was like, oh, what kind of builds do we want? Because I figured I'd get, you know, new builds, but then also like building out some of the classic ones that I have. Little stutter there. Looking forward to that. Yeah, they're continue working on that performance. I feel like it runs better on Steam Deck, but I've noticed on PC some couple times. The elements, let's see here. I don't actually have any infused right now. I don't know. I've just kind of gone with, I tend to like fire because it's got that damage over time. But I know, like, I've seen some cold builds online people have posted, and it's like, oh yeah, the ability to freeze and slow the enemies is like awesome. Yeah, right now I don't have any. And I guess I could use I always kind of forget about my potions. Yeah, like, it's just gonna keep getting better and better. All right, we got 13 people entered into the giveaway right now. So type in !Wicked if you want to be eligible to win a copy of this game. Fall damage, guys. Every time. Perfect. All right, 14 entries now. I think the game will easily grow 10 times in its size when you factor in console players. When they get the ability to play. I think that's, and it's cross-play, cross-progression. So it's going like that is such a pro gamer move. It's like, yep. Your character's your character. They go with you from platform to platform. See, and that's what that's gonna do though. Is like that's not only gonna make it 10 times as big, but it's gonna make gamers like myself buy multiple copies of the game just for myself. So I'll get it on the Xbox. I'll get it on the Switch too. You know, it's like I might not need to if the next Xbox is just a PC. It's like, all right. Mm-hmm. This guy's just hanging out in the fire. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Cremito? How are you? They shared the map. Like we've seen what the full Isla Sacra is, and you got to remember, this is just an island, and you know, so it's gonna be much bigger than this. The game in and of itself this is part 1. Like I think we go to the mainland in part 2. And that's not 1.0 mind you. Who knows? Maybe they'd surprise us. I'd estimate patch sometime in June, maybe July. Now it depends on what they mean by patch 1. I was anticipating multiplayer maybe sometime in July, and so maybe they do it in 2 phases. But ultimately, from a marketing perspective, it's in their better interest to have a lot of stuff. Like, we got the multiplayer, it's got the PvP, we've got all these other fixes that we put in place. It's got better, and then it's like, okay. There we go. I'm trying to find the Hadouken again. Like, I had one ability and I accidentally, I pressed the wrong button, so it didn't extract, it destroyed. Yeah, adding in multiplayer alone. Well, like, multiplayer in my mind also includes PvP. But I mean, it might not. But that's just I don't know why I kind of also relate those two features together, because no matter what, like with friendly fire, people will PvP. It's like, right. So it just seems kind of like, oh, and now we also had this. But I think adding in, you know, like a bunch of stuff, like, and it just is a good, it's just a good tool for excitement, because we, you know, we've seen people here who've got 200, 300, 400 hours in the game, and it's like, oh man, yeah, it's like, and they're kind of like, I wish there was, you know, I want more. And it's like, I get it, you know. So that will be a way of that, especially for people who take breaks, because we know, yeah, people aren't no lifing the game, that they can get excited and come back, you know. Oh, for sure. Now, the one thing will be interesting is the way they've kind of defined multiplayer is that you become a citizen of a realm, you know? And so as a content creator, I like to play with you guys. So it's like, hey, you know, like, just jump in, let's play. Like Borderlands 4, for example, I'm thinking about picking that up, you know, in September. It's like, yeah, that's a, you know, loot shoot, let's have some fun. That all being said, it's like, I hope that we have that ability within this community that you know, it's like, I think of it, and I've described it as like, be great if there was a, just like a, kind of like, remember the old arcades, like for anybody here is old enough that it's like, you'd go and put your quarter on a machine to kind of like cue yourself into the rotation in whatever game you were playing. And I was like, that'd be kind of cool. In this case, it'd be like, yeah, you know, and then somebody has to drop, and then it's like, oh, somebody else is already to jump in. They're already in line. But finding more ore than trees. I should probably head more this way. Ah, missed him. How many bombs? Yeah, the focus potions are just... I have these on hand. What we got here? Ah, it's a split statter. Tempest kick, dadgum you. Where's my Hadouken? Cyclone kick. Cyclone kick. Oh. Rip both of those out regardless. Yeah, that would require me actually being skilled at parry. I guess I should be practicing parry now. No, I'm not on hardcore. Ah! Good. Get that challenge done. I don't want to take these guys out because they're shooting at me. Well, thank you for the follow. lot of danger. No, no, no. It's just like, I'm dead. It's like they knocked me down. All right, we got 14 entries. I'm gonna give you guys one more shot. Make sure you type in !wicked over on the YouTube side of things to be entered. I've got Wax, Mugen, Dreamforger, John, Ramscar, Nevum, Bruno, Maya, Asker, CJ, Daniel, TJ, Kissings, and Dr. Duckula. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, bombs as a weapon type. All right, we got a lot more people coming in, so now we're up to 17. I'll give you guys one more minute. Go turn this in. Yes. And Leon, thanks for hitting the subscribe button over here on YouTube. How many bear paws? There you go. Extract some stuff real quick. All right, 21. Yeah. All right, remember, I have to be able, you have to be on my Steam friends list, and you have to be in a region that I can gift to. So if you're going for a friend, make sure that they're on my Steam. You gotta, my code is in the description. We will give you every opportunity. So good luck to each and every one of you. Let's see who wins this one. Gary DeDorst. Gary, sound off in chat. Let me know that, I'm assuming you're here. Following status unknown. You can add me now. Like, you can add me whenever. It is, I have my Steam friend code in the description, so just feel free to add me whenever. All right, let's see if we can get this to Gary while we wait for him to respond. You have to be here as well. Like, hey, there he is. All right, Gary, are you on my Steam friends list yet? Steam friends in chat. I got 4 new friends requests. Confirm. All right. Let me know if you're on my friends list, Gary, and then what name you're under, and I will gift you your copy, sir. All right. Rune. Yeah, let's extract that with the Y button. Crushing Fury. Let's see here. Nah, neither of those good. have not found upgraded axe. I have the silver of those. I'm on YouTube. Let me log into Steam. All right, cool, man. Just let me know. Yeah, I'll take that. Get him upgraded. I can get that large chest. There we go. That's gonna be better. Need 2 more spruce. All right, let's see here. Is there any other? Oh, there is a hunt up here. Man down. All right. Oh, and 2. 3. Seen the light. Oh, that one's interesting. Ooh. The scythe on hardcore? That sounds fun. Let's get a little bit more experience on this guy. I have to do that here in a minute. Human hand. Hey, what's up, Molly? How you doing today? There we go. I am level 27 right now. So yeah, level 27, almost level 28, so almost level cap. There it is. Now, little juice there. Little juice there. I don't know. I'm not really like a big focus build on this one. I like that. I like these 3 stats. Alright, pretty basic. Alright, cool. Let's check out another hard. Well, actually, okay, I'll keep playing until I'm able to make sure we get a copy out, and we'll do another hardcore run. I like the idea of a scythe. Like, alright, pick a weapon, try it in hardcore. Alright, looks like they're south. That's right. See you, Bruno. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Bruno. Have a good one, dude. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. All right, we're still waiting on Gary. And then once we're able to confirm that we give it away, if we can't, then we'll re-roll. Oh, bomb rat! Whoa! I hadn't seen that before. That was awesome. And that's over that way. Let's go that way. So for the hardcore, yeah, you're saying hardcore, not hardware. Hardcore, I think we're gonna see if we can't build something with a scythe, or like I know Chad talking about a paddle build. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see what weapons we can get, and then I'll let you guys decide. There it is. Sent you a friend request. Awesome. I see 2. What's your name? All right. Gary, which one were you? I said because I got a couple of friends request. Boom.
You have seen much.
Oh, it's the it's the Steam store page. I was like, what? Where's that coming from? Okay, got it. As a gift. Gift, continue to gift options. Oh, 1 second. Why is it not showing you? I'm not seeing an X-Gar bear. Oh, cane. I do have a cane. Okay, I was like, Yep. It says you already own the game. If you already own the game, I can't gift you a copy. We'll see what he says. All right. Make sure I'm looking at the right profile or something. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it won't let it. It won't do a credit. It literally will just gift it out. So if you have if you had a friend that was like, oh, I friended, you know, like I won for my friend, then we can do that too. But all right, we're re-rolling. Mugen with the re-roll win. Mugen, make sure you send off and say hi. Yeah, when we give away a copy of the game, we'll start a new hardcore character. When this is successful. Woo! Whoa! The hell? Back the heck up from these guys. Heck, you stopped my move. Heal, 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 heal. I love it. All right. I only have, do I not have any other prepared foods? Oh, fudge. All right, hold up. I might just have to come back to these guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, very tactical. Mugen, hopefully you can sound off in the comments. So I know you're here. Very tactical retreat. Let's go. Let's go rest. Good morning, worldwide. I hear today is the official 23rd birthday of Final Fantasy XI. Happy birthday to us all. All right. Mugen hasn't responded in 3 minutes. We are re-rolling. Kiss rings. Kiss rings with the win. Sound off. Let me know if you're still here. You got to be here to win, guys. I'd love to see if we had some passive healing. Hey, what's up, Flup? How you been? How has your week been, sir? All right. No, YouTube. Now would not be a good time to run an ad. Yeah, YouTube, man. I like YouTube way more than I like Twitch, but I swear, like, Twitch understands live streaming. YouTube's like, yeah, we'll get to it. I don't know. It's like Nintendo with party chat, like with game chat. It's like, yeah, but we've been having game chat since 2006. It's like 20 years later. And they're all AFK. We'll give you three. We'll give everybody 3 minutes at least. We. Who would have thought it would be so hard to give away a copy of a video game? All right. Now that I've healed, I've made some food. Need some bear paws. Yeah, it's absolutely worth buying a house. I have a house, I just don't have anything in it yet. Just give me a heads up so I can AFK before the next draw. You got it. All right, kiss rings. I'm so sorry. It's over 3 minutes. Let's re-roll. Asker. Maybe they took the waiting room too literally. Oh, that's so funny. GG to that, dude. Am I planning on playing Dune Awakening? So I was in the closed beta, but if anybody knows, like, that was also the weekend of Mother's Day, and there's no way that I was going to be like, hey babe, like, I know it's Mother's Day and all, but there's a beta for Dune. It's like, no, I did a good father, dad, husband ing that weekend. But yeah, actually, dude, everything on Dune Awakening's checklist excites me. You know, like I'm like, all right, cool. Like here, the problem ends up being though, and this is like I'm so glad for Wicked because I literally just like, oh my gosh, this game is so good. You know, this is like, I'm having so much fun with it. I just don't want to stop. Like, it's like, if you're like, hey, what are you going to play right now? It's like, oh, I'd like to play. Like, I want to go finish Expedition 33. And I do want to play the Oblivion remake. And I do like, but it's like, man, I am, I'm always going to be limited on my availability. Nope. His fury swipes are just devastating. I really want that Hadouken. Just as having that as an option. Alright, Asger, sorry. Ryan! Winner, chicken dinner. Is this live? Yes. Like what is what live? Hello, Cardio. Yeah, you're not watching a VOD. But if you are, you're the best. Thank you. Yeah, do it like any like MMOs are kind of like overconsumed to start, and then it's like, I don't know, they become like a seasonal experience. At least for a lot of people out there like myself, that it's like, okay, you got, you know, kids like right now. Today's the last T-ball game. I'm been coaching the kids in T-ball, and so today's our last T-ball game, and so I promised my wife over the summer. We wouldn't do any kind of like, you know, kind of like team, you know, sport activities. And like, okay. So we're gonna have like a nice quieter season. There it is. Chamber 1 done, baby. Yeah, and I think it's just like, they just kind of have to respond to the like how the players are, you know, where they're at. Enemies explode on death. Why not? On a kill or staggering of an enemy. That's gonna be nice. Yes! Boom, baby. Cloud, thanks for the follow over on Twitch. Ryan, you got like 15 seconds and then we're re-rolling, buddy. We'll see what happens. I don't have enough. Oh, he's got ice. You love it. All right. Sorry, Ryan. We also Asger, I think, didn't they already win? We're re-rolling. Actually, we'll give it. Let me check the chat log. Sorry, guys. Kiss rings, I think. Can anybody confirm? Asger, yeah, Asger. Sorry, Asger. Bruto. I think Bruto said they had to leave. All right, we'll give Bruto. We'll see if they're lurking or something. Yeah, like I looked at the logs, it was there. What the? Get out of there. Get out of there. Ooh. There it is. We're about to re-roll, guys. We're gonna get it. What's up?
What's up?
How's it going, man?
I don't have my headphones, so okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Is there any chance you have a better mic?
So wait, maybe the Discord found the wrong mic.
Yeah, like I'm having a hard time understanding you.
So I'm gonna test it a bit and then we'll be
Okay.
back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Can you give me?
Oh, it's much better.
Thank
Oh.
God. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you I'm making a very long feedback essay
Oh, good.
but I haven't been able to reach Moon Studio, and I don't have the official Wicked server. I don't know
The
if it's
Discord
gonna
for
be-
Wicked?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's open for like it's not an exclusive server.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. Like, maybe the Discord research has some problems. I just searched noise for the weekend. Noise for the weekend.
It should be like I'll see if I can get you the link because it's like let's see what I can do. Yeah, because no problem. It's like that's actually good to know that it's like because for me I think it was like on the main site or something where they have like a link to the Discord, but there it is.
Right, maybe they have a. I didn't check for a site.
Dream Foragers, our new current winner. Let's see here. All right, one second. Let me see if I can get to their Discord real quick. And
I also will send you the what's called the Google document for that I'm being making.
okay.
And
Good to me.
So I also basically made everyone be able to comment it, so I can take feedback on it.
Yeah.
Well, nice, because I really would. It has been like 3 days I wasn't be able to reach Moon Studio. I also commented on your YouTube video, but I think I got lost in the.
See, okay, yeah, there it is. All right, and let me just DM this to you real quick.
Also, oh my god, I had so much trouble like trying to actually make this how it's called this document like the if you send some like a link on YouTube, like you basically will get bad looks.
All right, one second. I got a couple questions in the chat. Gary says, do we have a Discord? Yes, I have a Discord. It's free, open for all. So there's no, like, I don't want a paywall in that regards. I know some content creators have that, but it's the top link in the description, Gary, will get you to the Discord, the podcast, like all the things that I make in terms of video game content. So if you hit the top link, and then you'll see the icon for Discord and Twitch and all of that stuff. So yeah, and you can come in just like I treat these as podcasts, guys. Like, just like think of this as like a college show podcast. Like, come hang out just like Lom here is, and we're chatting. So all right, let's see here.
I didn't know you were live, by the way. I just saw you on Discord.
Yeah, if I'm in here, chances are I'm live. All right, we had to re-roll. Kigo, please be here. And be on my friends list. This is like, I was like, I'm gonna start a new hardcore character when we get this going. Why am I slow rolling? Fat roll. Something happened. Jeez, freaking heck, dude. Why am I fat rolling? Did I accidentally equip something?
There's also water flowing you.
What's up?
There's water flowing you even further.
I don't know what's going on. Like that. I was like all of a sudden my whole build is like being weird. Did I accidentally equip something? I'm not even in heavy. Maybe it was just an effect of that chamber.
Yeah, the chamber has two variations. One has water on it, and one does not, and the water flows you.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. I gotta go to the restroom real quick. Yeah, we'll see. Giglio, you got a minute and a half, guys. I'll be right back. I'll leave you with the song that I have that we did at the start of the show, so you guys enjoy this.
Hey, it's a me, Gato. Let's go.
Dune Studios back again. No mercy, no pause. Only legends survive. Yeah. Step in the circle, the fire's lit. Permadeath loaded, you ready for it? Broken blades and busted dreams. Blood on the D-pad, hear the silent screams. Health bar thin, heart rate thick. Boss fights dirty, that AI slick. One wrong move, that's all she wrote. Hardcore life, sink or float. Can't send me, no safe zone. Track controller, sticks and bones. Every fall's a lesson learned. Light the pyres, watch them burn. Yeah! No rest for the wicked, we rise and we ride. This ain't no checkpoints, all that you got. Grip tight the blade, feel the burn in your chest. One life, one shot, now die like the best. Yeah, 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 yeah. Guitar solo rips to his synth undertones to start to feel chaotic, but triumph. Fade to black, now rage respawn. Born for the struggle, pain's my dawn. Elder echoes, souls born blood. Parry that fate, stand in the flood. Frames drop cold in the clutch of despair. Skill check savage, better come prepared.
Oh, baby. All right. You got Plague Echo. Interesting. I didn't think I selected any other negative effect echoes, but here we are. All right, let's see how we're doing roll-wise. All right, Krigo, re-rolling. Eduardo. Let's keep going. I'm probably low on food, so this might be a short run. I feel like I put out a lot of damage.
If you're another crafter,
You just one shot Echo Knight. What kind of build you got, Daniel? Sorry, what were you saying, Theo?
Yes, sorry, if you are an active character, the Crucible doesn't kill you if you die in the Crucible.
No, you die.
Oh.
That's why Thomas is like, I wonder who's gonna be the first hardcore character to defeat the Echo Knight.
Damn. That's brutal also because there are so many falls in the...
Yeah.
Dude.
They're gonna adjust some of that fall damage, so it's like, oh, he got me, he grabbed me, like the last... Oh, and then the trap finished me off. Eduardo, you got a minute, and then we're gonna re-roll again. You one-shot the Echo Knight, dealing 12k. That's insane. Lightning Mage build. See, that's the thing. It's like I felt like I don't feel like on this I'm putting out enough damage. All right, let's continue. It's like we might get to level 29 before I start a new hardcore character at this rate. All right, let's see here. We know that they got those guys in the thingy. Might just go get some more spruce because I need to. A man down, and then they have the lightning cave one. Let's see what I can do here real quick. All right. A little bit better. Got better defense. Level 12. What's my hat currently? 8. Let me see if I got any gems I can put in the hat. Have a better little hat. All right. Re-roll. CJ. All right, what options we got? Regainable health increased. Regenerate focus in combat. Oh yes, that's gonna be beautiful for a mage as well. But we're for sure slotting that in. At 1 second. All right, I'm gonna pop downstairs for a few minutes here, but let's see here. All right, yeah, let's equip this bad boy. Yeah. All right, there we go. That's masterworked, right? That's what the layout looks like. Hey, gentleman never tells. No, I mean, I do if I eat sushi. I do if I eat sushi. All right, I got that. And thanks for the 67 likes on YouTube, guys. That's a really great way of helping the content out. Yes. There we go. Finally got all those materials. I still need plenty of sprue. Like oh, good. That actually needs clay.
Apparently, the link to the Discord server on the site doesn't work anymore.
It works for me. So, like, if it's not working for you, I don't know what to tell you.
It tells me it's not valid.
Here, just maybe it's because I clicked on it. Let me just
Maybe
on
the
the
server is full?
website. No, I don't think so. Can Discord servers get full? Yeah, the on the main site there's a button that says Discord.
Yeah, I'm clicking on that. It says it doesn't.
They also have the forums, so I don't know, man. I'll let my contacts know. Be like, hey, we're trying to get somebody in Discord, and it won't let them. But yeah, man, I've never heard of that happen before.
Can be because I'm not I'm from Italy and doesn't maybe it's region locked or something.
I have PoE too. I played a little bit of PoE too. I was like, oh, and then all of a sudden I basically had to set everything down and just kind of focus in on, because I got assigned like a new team, and I put on a new project. So usually when I get assigned on a new project, I try to just absorb everything about that, so I know what the heck's going on. All right, CJ, reroll. Gary. Tell me there's a Gary. Gary's here? I think patch 1, you're going to see it. I would set expectations June, July. However, the fact that they're talking about it as much, and they're kind of giving a preview as much, like, does say that it's definitely moving forward, so it's not ethereal. Did Gary already? I thought there was another Gary. I see Kiss Rings back in chat. Kiss Rings won earlier, but they weren't here. So it's like, all right. I guess I'll close, and that way I can take the previous winners out of the pool for, because it's pure RNG. For the Switch 2 giveaway, just as a kind of heads up, I was thinking, because like I'm not going to lock any of the giveaways behind any kind of financial support, so just heads up. But I think what I would like to do is that, like, because I have when I do the rolls that like nobody gets any additional benefit, it's pure RNG. But I'm thinking for the Switch 2 giveaway, being that you guys, like the people who made it happen, I'd like them to have a little bit better opportunity. So I'm thinking about because there is a concept of regulars, giving regulars an additional boost in the odds. I don't know what you guys think about that. All right, we're gonna just switch it to 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to reply. I've seen Nev chatting. We might finally have somebody, and hopefully, hope to goodness they can actually get the gift.
I was able to enter the Discord, thank you.
Oh, good. What was the issue?
Basically, there are two links. Like one is the Discord icon, and this link is shared, and the other one is the Discord like tab.
Yeah.
On the top, and that does work.
All right, Nev. Would you please? Are we already friends on Steam? And if so, I need to know who you are on Steam. Okay. Is it Nev? No. NIV. Nevium. Oh, and it's, I'm assuming it's the same one. Right? So I'm assuming there's one that has your same username. NENIV. On wish list as well. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Gifted. We'll probably do another one. We'll see here. The like hardcore death equals giveaway. All right, I'm gonna turn on a little bit of music. I've been having a lot of fun with it, so I will be right back. Gonna have a little bit of coffee, and we'll go from there. Let's see here. I'm gonna lower the. How do I lower the volume so it's not blasting you guys? Let's do the. This is what we did for the podcast intro this week. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Ginger Prime stands with a rallying call. Pixelate faith, standing strong through it all. The frame rate may falter, but hearts won't fall. Chrono rewrites what you thought you knew at all. Late to the game, but his wisdom lands clean. Skill checks are off, that's the price of a dream. Gaming kinda brings a chaos and thrill, dropping rare loot with unshakable will. Forte holds the line, grace under the blade, faith like a fortress that never will fade. Scrag lights the fire with a storm in his breath. $80 flat for unfinished quests. Joy-Con still drifting, my patience long gone. But I'll queue up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. One life now saves, play it bold, take the lead. At the gaming round table where the Rise to the fire, no checkpoint in sight. One heart, one strike through the endless night. Ginger Prime stands with a rallying call. Pixel-lit face standing strong through it all. The frame rate may falter, but hearts won't fall. Chrono rewrites what you thought you knew at all. Late to the game, but his wisdom cuts clean. Skill checks are tough, that's the price of the dream. Gaming kinda brings the chaos and thrill, dropping rare loot and unshakable will. Forte holds the line, grace under the blade, faith like a fortress that never will fade. Scrags back in fire with the storm on his breath. 80 bucks flat for unfinished quests. Sorry, Joy-Con still drifting, my patience long gone. But I'll queue up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy roads, no quiet retreat. At the gaming round table where the bold make defeat obsolete. Rise through the fire, no checkpoint in sight. One heart, one strike through the endless night. Stack your faith, more that fate. Legends on board, they're forged when it's late. Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are written in the fire and sun. One life, no say. Play it bold, take the lead. At the gaming round table where the fearless plant every seed. Ginger Prime stands with the rallying call. Pixel-lit faith and he's strong through it all. The frame rate may falter, but hearts won't fall. Chrono rewrites what you thought you knew at all. Late to the game, but his wisdom cuts clean. Skill checks are tough, that's the price of the dream. Gaming kinda brings the chaos and thrill, dropping rare loot and unshakable will. Forte holds the line, grace under the blade. Faith like a fortress that never will fade. Scratch back in fire with a storm on his breath. 80 bucks flat for unfinished quests. Hey, Joy-Con still drifting, my patience long gone. But I'll queue up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy road, no quiet retreat. At the gaming round table where the bold make defeat obsolete. Rise to the fire, no checkpoint in sight. One heart, one strike through the endless night. Stack your faith, all that fate, legends are born. All till it's late. begun. Legends are written in the fire and sun. One life, no saves. I hit bold, take the lead. At the gaming round table where the field is plant every seed. The frame rate may falter, but hearts won't fall. Chrono rewrites what you thought you knew at all. Late to the game, but his wisdom cuts clean. Skill checks are tough, that's the price of a dream. Gaming kinda brings the chaos and thrill. Dropping rare loot and unshakable will. For it holds the line, grace under the blade. Faith like a fortress that never will fade. Scribe's back in fire with a storm on his breath. $80 flat for unfinished quests. Joy-Con still drifted, my patience long gone. But lock you up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Here, pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy roads, no quiet retreat. At the gaming round table where the bold make defeat obsolete. Rise through the fire, no checkpoint in sight. One heart, one strike, through the endless night. Stack your faith through their fate. Legends are born, they're forged when it's white. Up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are written in the fire and sun. One life, no saves. Play it bold, take the lead. At the gaming round table where the field is plant every seed. The frame rate may falter, but hearts won't fall. Chrono rewrites what you thought you knew at all. Late to the game, but his wisdom cuts clean. Skill checks are tough, that's the price of the dream. And gaming kinda brings the chaos and thrill. Dropping rare loot and unshakable will. For it holds the line, grace under the blade. Faith like a fortress that never will fade. Scribe's back in fire with a storm on his breath. $80 flat for unfinished quest. Joy-Con still drifting, my patience long gone. But I'll queue up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy roads, no quiet retreat. At the gaming round table where a bold make defeat obsolete. Wise for the fire, no checkpoint in sight. One heart, one strike. Night, stack your faith, won't have faith. Legends aren't born, you're forged when it's late. Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are written in the fire and sun. One life, no saves. Play it bold, take the lead. At the gaming round table where the field is plant every seed. Boot it up, lock it in, the council stands tall. Ginger crime leads with a rallying call. Crawl spins time, rewriting the lore. Late to the game, but he's fresh through the door. Gaming kinda wild, heart set to ignite. Fort Captain's face shines, but in the fight, Scrags on the ledge hit a furious blow. $80 now, yo, who wrote the code? Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy roads, no quiet retreat. At the gaming round table, where the strong never beat defeat. The frame rate may falter, but hearts won't fall. Chrono rewrites what you thought you knew at all. Late to the game, but his wisdom cuts clean. Skill checks are tough, that's the price of the dream. Gaming kinda brings the chaos and thrill. Dropping rare loot and unshakable will. For it holds a line, grace under the blade. Fade like a fortress that never will fade. Scrags like in fire, wait the storm on his breath. $80 flat for an unfinished quest. Joy-Con still drifting, my patience long gone. But I'll queue up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Halo Squeeze fights that for unfinished quest. Joy-Con still drifting, my patience long gone. But I'll queue up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Damn obsolete, rise through the fire. no checkpoint in sight. One heart, one strike, through the endless night. Stack your face, before that fate, legends are born. Legends are written in the fire and sun. One life, no save, play it bold, take the lead at the gaming round table, where the fearless plant every seed. This is the gaming round table. Rise up. Boot it up, lock it in, the council stands tall. Ginger Prime leads with the rallying call. Chrono spins time, rewriting the lore. Late to the game, but he's first through the door. Gaming kinda wild, heart set to ignite. For Catholics, faith shines bright in the fight. Scrags on the ledge, hear the fury explode. $80 now, yo, who broke the code? Gang can pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy roads, no quiet retreat. At the gaming round table, where the strong never beat defeat. Guitar solo, soaring melody with choir like backing vocals humming the main theme. Frame rate may falter, but hearts won't fall. Chrono rewrites what you thought you knew it all. Late to the game, but his wisdom cuts clean. Skill checks are tough, that's the price of the dream. Gaming kinda brings the chaos and thrill. Dropping rare loot and unshakable will. Ford holds a line, grace under the blade. Faith like a fortress that never will fade. Drags back in fire with a storm on his breath. $80 flat for unfinished quest. Joy-Con still drifting, my patience long gone. When I'll queue up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy roads, no quiet retreat. At the gaming round table, where the bold make defeat obsolete. Rise to the fire, no checkpoint in sight. One heart, one strike through the endless night. Stack your faith, roll that fate. Legends on board, they're forged when it's late. Pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are written in the fire and sun. One life, no saves, play it bold, take the lead. At the gaming round table, where the fearless plant every seed. This is the gaming round table, rise up. Lock it in, the council stands tall. Ginger Brown leads with a rallying call. Chrono spins time, rewriting the lore. Late to the game, but he's first through the door. Gaming kinda wild, heart set to ignite. For Catholics, faith shines bright in the fight. Scrags on the ledge, hear the fury explode. $80 now, yo, who broke the code? Back, pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy roads, no quiet retreat. At the gaming round table, where the strong never beat defeat. Ring melody with choir like backing vocals humming the main thing. The frame rate may falter but hearts won't fall. Chrono rewrites what you thought you knew it all. Late to the game but his wisdom cuts clean. Skill checks are tough, that's the price of the dream. Gaming kind of brings the chaos and thrill. Club and rare loot and unshakable will. Ford holds the line, grace on his blade. Faith like a fortress that never will fade. Scratch back in fire with a storm on his breath. $80 flat for unfinished quests. Joy-Con still drifting, my patience long gone. But I'll queue up at midnight, you know I'll play on. Back, pull up a chair, the battle's begun. Legends are forged in the light of the sun. No easy roads, no quiet retreat. At the gaming roundtable, where the board may defeat obsolete. Rise to fire, no checkpoint in sight. One heart, one strike, through the endless night. Stack your faith, roll that fate. Legends on board, they're forged when it's late. Oh! Sun. One life, no saves, play it full, take down. At the gaming roundtable, where the fearless plant every seed. This is the gaming roundtable. Rise up. Level up, let's do this! Boot it up, lock it in, squats on deck. Ginger Prime leans, got the party in check. Chrono spinning, timelines lower in his grip. Late to the game, but his takes don't slip. Gaming kinda chaos, crit chance max. For a Catholic, got the faith-based stacks. Scrags on fire, yo, brace for the blast. $80, this industry's cracked. Pull up a chair, it's time for the fight. Legends on the mic, bring the truth to the light. One life, yo, says, play it bold, play it loud. At the gaming round table, we're making you proud. Frame drops low, but the hype stays high. Chrono's got takes, that'll butterfly time. Late to the game, but he's calling that bluff. Skill check failed, man, get good enough. Good enough. Gaming kinda wild with the pro shreds clean. Dropping hot takes like a loot crate siege. Ford's got the blessings, pray and proceed. Holy hand grenades if the bosses get mean. Scrags back loud, and he's setting it straight. Deluxe edition, man, just raise a debate. A Joy-Cons drifting, the wallet's deceased. But I'll still line up for that Zelda release. Pull a deck chair, it's time for the fight. Legends on the mic, bring the truth to light. One life, no saves, play it bold, play it loud. At the gaming round table, we're making you proud.
All right. I'm back. 1 second. All right. All right. Hey, everybody. A little longer break, but really a good one. We were able to give away a copy of the game. Let's start a new hardcore character. Lom's still here. And thanks, guys, for the 70 likes, and thanks for hanging out. All right, here's my water. Night Soul, how you been, man? Yeah, it has been a good long while. All right, scratch. I think I got some mosquitoes. Have I seen the Blue Protocol Steam page? No. Check that out today. All right, great. And missing one of my windows. There we go. Perfect. Make sure I didn't miss any other kinds of notifications. Phil, what's up, dude? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, 100%, man. All right, now let's switch back. And let's see if we can't create a scythe-wielding hardcore character that lives longer. All right. That's a good name. Death. Here, let's get some. Yeah. Mustachio. There we go. Dude, yes. It's been a good long time. Hey, are you still using your Apple Vision stuff? All right, I'm debating if I want to just continue on that, but then I've already kind of done some looting. I guess we'll just create new HQ3. All right, and we'll skip the prologue. You're working on an app for it as well? Dude, awesome. That sounds amazing. Let's see if we can actually get a weapon and not die. The new embedded project at work next week. Really looking forward to diving back into that. Ow. RTOS. Why does that's not resonating? What RT? What, I don't know what that means. Real time. RTOS. Real time operating system. Interesting. All right. Ooh, for microcontrollers. Very cool. Bruno, thanks for the follow over on Twitch. And there's a big guy over here. There we go. Whew. All right, we're trying to beat 0 hours. That is our stated goal. There it is.
Bring back Floppy Dogs super chatted $5. One.
Thank you, Flops. Dropping a one message. There. Okay. You don't need to hit the goal, buddy.
Bring back Floppy Dogs super chatted $5. Two.
Okay. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was just gonna do it regardless, but I will accept the support. Oh, good lord.
Bring back Floppy Dogs super chatted $5. Three.
Thank you, Flops. Oh crap. Let's heal. There we go.
Bring back floppy dogs super chatted $5. 4.
Thank you, Fluffs, man. All right, buddy. Okay, this is great. Night Soul resub with Prime, sub for 5 months. Also pushing our member goal to 3 of 25. For every 25, I gift out 5, and whoever wins it, whoever pushes it over the threshold, Twitch or YouTube,
Bring back
will
floppy dogs super chatted $5.
get the gifted.
5.
Thank you, Fluffs, man. And the thing is that YouTube doesn't make it easy to do those things. Like, it's like such a process. Oh, dude, I got pushed off the ledge with my first character. I made it 8 hours though.
$5. 6.
I have bombs. I don't, but I do have this. All right. And because of flops, guys, he's gonna hit the goal. Like I was gonna do it anyway, but he's gonna get full credit.
7.
Because of his support here, we're gonna give away another copy on death or the end of the stream. How long have we been going? Well, we still got a little while. Still got a little bit more game time. Thank you very much.
Bring back floppy dogs super chatted $5.
I just like
8.
the British guy going, bring back floppy dogs. Oh, dude, hardcore completely changes how you play the game. Okay, it completely changes.
Bring back floppy dogs super chatted $5. 9.
Thank you, Flubs. All right. Here we go. Oh man, that's got some range on it, but it... And he did it, guys! Yes!
Bring back floppy dogs super chatted $5. A free game to someone.
Thank you, Flubs, man. We will be giving away a copy whether I die or we end the stream. One of the two. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll at least live longer than, what the hell? Oh my gosh. Phil the meme. Not even putting in a message.
Phil
Holy
the
crap,
meme
dude.
Super chatted $100.
Thanks, Phil. I really appreciate that. Well, I'm gonna do something real nice for Julie. There we go. Sit down. Give me some weapons, people. Yeah, dude. Please stop, Fluffy Dogs 1. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see here. Did I get a weapon? I guess. Oh, I got knives. I guess I'll take a weapon over nothing. 12, 12. Let's see here.
Doesn't the guard drop a weapon guaranteed at the start of the game?
I'm sorry, what?
There is a guard nearby the start of the game that always has a drop near it with our guaranteed weapon.
Where?
Near the start of the game, near the
That's right.
shores.
Like I was there.
Like,
I was looking for some shiny thing and I didn't find one. I mean, I'm going back. We're going back to look. They have a glowing lantern.
Out here, like after this bridge, so oh sorry, there is a little bit of delay. Yeah, after the bridge, down to the left. There is a depth guard. You
yeah, I got
already
him.
collected it.
Yeah,
Collected it.
But I didn't get a weapon.
It
Oh my
must
gosh.
have been denied.
Phil the meme super chatted $100. Thank you, floppy dogs.
Phil, what the hell, man? Oh my gosh, dude. Thank you so much. Y'all better be liking, if you're in chat, don't like the stream. Like the fact these super chats that people are just dropping on the stream today. Holy crap. Appreciate that support. I'm looking forward to hearing more. Like, I'm so excited that you're still using the Vision Pro because it's like, I'm like, I hope they keep working on it, you know? For the glory of the wicked. Let's see here. Oh, I can charge up the knives. I like how fast they are. Yeah, what's up, GT? Walking across things that could kill me. There's a chest. Brimstone says, hey Ginger, playing No Rest for the Wicked since day one. Love the game. Even yesterday I farmed for 1 Bloodstone gem and 0. Can't wait for the update. Love the content. Dude, way to be like day one. Dude, like this is such a I love this game so much. And it tells like, so I think I have 100 and like maybe 160, 170 hours. I had to go double check. Dudes, like I love you guys, but wow, y'all are being real.
Super chatted $50. You are welcome, Phil.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that support, guys. This is perhaps the most insane stream we've had in a long time. There we go. Like, just don't fall over the edge. GG says, if you can't handle the money, I'm here to help you spend it. All right, James, we're going to lunch. Let's go. So, I don't know if you guys have seen, Nintendo put out a big update. They're preparing for the Switch 2. It has really caught me off guard because I've had this strategy for a while where I'll have my main Switch offline that can play all the games, and I'll have my other Switch online that will jeez Louise, like crap.
Phil
Oh my
the
gosh.
Meme super chatted $100. Friendship with Stiffy Dogs ended. Fluffy Dogs now best friend.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, I said another copy of the game. Y'all hit the goal. We'll do, because of this insanity, we'll definitely do, and we'll see if we can't give away 2 copies, 2 more copies of the game. Holy crap. But yeah, so it's like and so then the kid could boot up Minecraft or whatever, so I had to go in this morning, but like now I need to buy another version of Minecraft because it all operates off of these virtual game cards now, which is really actually pretty cool, because then I was able to send like Maddie onto her Switch a copy of the Link's Awakening, and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, not Jules, I was like, Maddie, this is required for you to play. Like giving my kids video game homework. Like, all right, you need to play and beat this game.
The game card still allows for playing 2 copies of the game, actually.
So what's
the way to do it is that to have one of the consoles offline.
That's how it used to work. The update they just released like does not allow for that.
Oh, they release another update?
Well, yeah, because it's like how it functions is that it loads in the virtual game card, and it's like if the other system is offline, it will be like you need to bring it online, and it's like if it's not like your main, and so like yeah, because before it would check, but because they're using the virtual card systems, that's the change that they've made. But that caught me off guard because last night Gabe was like trying to play. So this morning I got up and I was like, all right, I'll just buy another copy of Minecraft. So I need to do that. I might have to. That's probably what I'll do when I end stream. All right, guys, let's make sure we have the licenses so y'all can know. Because the nice thing about this, because like I honestly don't want them on my Switch too. The way that like my current Switches are all kind of beat up. Oh yeah, I like that plague. Drain their life. Nice.
Plague doesn't deal damage over time anymore, I think.
What does it do?
Once it procs, the resistance are the resistance of the enemy diminish.
Oh, thank goodness. That's yeah, it's better.
I can't tell by how much though, and people are saying that later in the game, Plague becomes really weak.
Well, yeah, because like I've seen ice like really dominating. Bill says the new Switch terms of service is an interesting choice. Are you talking about them bricking it and then like having the right to brick somebody's system? Which is like, I mean, that what a brutal day that would be. I leveled up and didn't even use any of my stats. Brother's Keeper. I'm not going to put anything into Dex because I want to get a scythe. So health and stamina make the most sense right now. They don't have the weapon that I want. I don't want to waste a point. There we go. That'd be kind of interesting, like a run where it's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna assign stats. Oh, good lord. All right, we gotta live. Nice. Korak says, do you know when the hotfix 4 will arrive? There is some people like me who can't enter into the game because it crashed the Moon Studio logo. Hope the hotfix 4 will fix it. I think a guy got food poisoning, so they were hoping that it would be out already. But I would expect, because of just that statement alone, that hotfix 4 is probably going to drop pretty soon. It could even, because like they're kind of in this extra crunch mode. You could even go in and say, hey, like we're gonna patch it over the weekend, but we'll see. I was expecting originally that we might see it like on Thursday or Friday, but then it didn't happen. So I was like, okay, we're still working on it. Yeah. So close to another level. Pretty even rats or anything like that. Oh, missed him. There's the level. I like how quick they can be. Like you can kind of have that. That's gonna be interesting in PvP because like you could do like I'm attacking. I'm attacking. You know? Like I like that. Dude, hardcore multiplayer is gonna be interesting to see, right? Because it's like, can your friends save you? Hey, what's up, Noel? You know,
hey,
like
we're allowed to just chat. Come in.
Yeah, man. It's I treat all the live streams as kind of like their own like call-in shit. Like if you want to come chat, you're welcome to come chat. It's open to anybody.
Cool.
Welcome in. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am doing really well. Today's been going well. I did not make it an hour on my first hardcore character. We're on hardcore character number 3 right now. Let's see here. One second.
Yeah, I witnessed the one that you got sent flying off the edge, and that was comical.
That was 8 hours. So I had a decent run with that. Then I did a mage build, and it was like, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna last as long because I'm not specking for heavy, and I'm so reliant on focus, especially early on. I generally think the strategy for mage builds is you basically have one build that's not a mage build, and then once you get to like level 10 plus, then you switch to like a mage build and respec and things like that.
So I think I might have just missed it, but do the hardcore runs actually change like any of the enemy variety or like difficulty, or is it just one life?
I think it's just one life. I haven't I mean, I could be wrong, but this is third time, and I feel like the enemies are all in the same, kind of spot. The enemies do change regardless as a part of the live system, but yeah, that is, that is neither here nor there.
I do enjoy the idea of hardcore and the fact that like you can be like, oh, I lost my guy, but I still have that. Yeah,
the fact is like this starts as a build, like, so it's like that. How I thought of it is like, oh, for every build that I'll do, I'll always start them off as a hardcore character, and then we'll go from there.
See how they fare.
Right, and then it's like, because you play hardcore differently. I play my monk, which is in a hardcore character. I've been using to kind of play whenever I'm not online, just because it's a little bit more relaxed. This is even still is every time you step into hardcore, it's like, oh yeah, this is. I definitely play this differently. I'm more conservative,
Before I forget, I do want to say, just because I have the chance,
yeah,
I do really appreciate just the content that you've been dropping.
Thanks, man.
Joined just to see like, oh, what's this game about?
Yeah.
And it's nice to have someone who cares about something as much. And then also, I love the transparency that you have when it comes to like just little tidbits of mental health and things like that. Because I think that transparency is desperately needed in our society right now.
Society, but also like my focus is like, because it's like, okay, I love gaming, I love gamers, but it's like I see this happen a lot within kind of gaming culture, and it's like, okay, well, I mean, a lot of like, and I've been doing it for a while, and just kind of like putting it at the end, and it does piss some people off. They're like, what are you like? It's like, hey man, you don't have to listen. Like, you can click off the video. It's no big deal. But it's like there's been so many messages of people who are like, yeah, I was thinking about ending my life tonight, and I'm like, don't do it. Like, it's like, and a lot of guys are just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna, because it's weird. Like, it's a human thing, and so it isn't just a man thing, but I think there's a human thing in all of our lives where it's like that belief, like it's like, oh, I can or I can't, and it's like that has trajectory change, life changing things, and I was like, people need to know that they have that ability, and we got to just get them into that mindset where it's like, okay, because they're gonna have to put in the work, as all of us do, but they just need to know that it's not like this, unsurmountable tasks.
Yeah, it's a huge thing, especially whenever people are dealing with such devastating mental health crises. A lot of the stakes are nobody cares.
Yeah,
nobody knows how I feel. And just hearing one person say it can really change a lot. So I really appreciate you.
I was blown away by how many guys went and got tested for low T and came back positive. And it's like, they're like, because I was dealing with so many, and it's like, and it's crazy because it's like the doctor was, I had to fight for just them to run that test, because I was like, I've been suffering with anxiety for like a decade. I'm, constantly gaining weight. I'm eating AIP just to maintain my weight. Like, there is something wrong. What is it? And then I was thinking it was a thyroid issue or whatever. Turns out that's the case. So it's like, just sharing that, all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, this isn't taboo. Like, we can, like, guess what? Hey, and then it turns out gaming as a hobby does tend to lead to, like, you gotta offset it with exercise. You have to do the, like, other things to kind of really make sure that you're not having, these issues. And if you are, like, yeah, ask a doctor. And for me, they gave me a medicine, so I'm not doing shots. They gave me a medicine that just is like kind of a fertility medicine, and women, it makes them have like multiples, and men, you just overproduce. And so it's like, what it ends up doing is it then so my body's, through the medicine, is producing the right amount of testosterone, and that like within a day, like, it's cleaned up so much of the fog, the fatigue. There was just so many things that just like, And I was like, I need to share that with people. And it's like, a lot of people, like there are people like they don't feel comfortable sharing that, and you don't have to. You never have to share anything you're uncomfortable with me. But my whole thing is like, I think I just need to tell dudes that they're not alone. It's like we're all going through this in different ways and in different degrees. And then I was like, yeah, and maybe there's some good will come out of it. So I'm glad so many, like, it's really good to see that so many people resonated with that kind of that idea, because I was like, within gaming culture, like, let's be real, like we have all used video games to kind of cope, you know, with stress and stuff in different ways, right? So it's like, well, yeah, like games can be fun and enjoyable, but there's also a sense of balance that we need to make sure we try to strike with those things.
Yeah, one of the things that I've talked about with like my therapist and gaming is I used to be like an avid gamer, and I'm getting back into it. But the joy of gaming became almost like this background stress of like, oh, I should be doing things more. I should be like, especially whenever you're dealing with
dude,
like
that's so freaking true.
Issues.
Yeah,
it's like I should be grinding right now. I should be focusing. I should be doing this. But then it's like, but what do you do?
I'm falling behind that constant like, and then I don't know. I felt that as a content creator, and I'm like, I can't. This is not healthy. I'm like, I need to be like, I don't care. It's like, like, oh no, somebody who was like got to 100,000 subscribers like well before, you know, faster than you did. Is that? I don't care. Like, it's just like, I can't.
One of the things that we've talked about in like with therapy and mental health stuff is that like gaming kind of needs to become something that's like more, and this sounds so counterintuitive, but like become something that's way more intentional. Where it's like when you play a game, usually you do it to escape, which is fine, but then that escapism can become unhealthy to where you do it all the time, or when you play a game you're not even really appreciating it, and you're just like doing something to do something else, doing something to not focus on your mental health or whatever.
Agreed.
So then like the idea of making gaming more intentional, of like, I'm going to play this game, I'm going to dedicate a short or a moderate amount of time to it, and I'm going to enjoy it for what it is and not use it to escape my problems, but just use it to have fun and enjoy what I'm doing rather than, and I think a huge part of that is one of the things that you've kind of covered with this game is there's a very, very, very strange social climate that's being created around gamers, gaming by like the gamers themselves and by the communities. We see that with like the random hit pieces. We see that with like with reviews and content drops, and it's like, because time is now a currency, we don't see games as this thing of like, oh, let me just like drop this, and things are getting more expensive nowadays, but it's like, let me just drop $60-$70 on a game that doesn't work, or $60-$70
$80 on an unfinished game, you know.
Yeah. So then it's like, so then you see the games that like the games that work, or the games that have the passion behind it, and then it's like those are the games that are, I think, more important. Like indie developers, I think, are paving the way nowadays rather than AAA titles.
Yeah. Oh, agreed.
Like those are the ones that always make me feel something, or like whenever I really play a game and I'm like blown away with like a mechanic or a layout or an art style, like this, like No Rest for the Wicked being one that like the second that art style dropped in the gameplay loop, it was like, this is something that like reinvigorates.
Oh, I don't know how I lived. Oh my gosh, dude, I thought I was done for. Oh my gosh. Having a real serious conversation, and my heart is beating out of my chest. I was like, no, I haven't even gotten to a scythe. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. That's something.
It's funny having the chat where it's like, let's talk about introspective, and then you're just fighting for your life on the other end.
Oh yeah, especially with the guy with the shield. Like, come on, guys.
But yeah, all that to say, gaming needs to become more intentional with like why you do it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, like the thing I always appreciate, and I know it's like having with the kids and with the life, the balance there, it's like, it's really actually I think benefited me in terms of my enjoyment of video games, because I don't get to play video games all the time. I don't get to, and like, oh, I've got, you know, an hour, what am I going to do? It's like, well, no, I have responsibilities. I got, you know, and so it's like, I got things that I have to do. And so I don't, so when I do get to game, there's like a level of like real appreciation that I have for what I'm playing. And if I'm not having fun, I don't need to farm it for content. I'll just stop playing the game and move on. It's like, okay.
That's a huge thing.
And the thing is like, I know that for a fact, like from a content creation perspective, is like, I know the rules. The algorithm doesn't like that. And I'm really glad that the algorithm is liking the fact that I'm loving this game right now. And it's going to ebb and flow. And that's exactly like, that's fine. That's just how it is. And then, yeah, like I'm going to play this game and I'll be honest with you guys about it. And if for some reason I'm ever frustrated, I'll let you guys know and I'll try to frame it in terms of like an actual critique rather than be like, oh, the devs suck and you know, whatever. No, it's like, hey, this, you know, like I didn't like the XP change when they originally did that for the Crucible. They took away XP from the Crucible and they thankfully brought it back. And like, I'm glad it doesn't need to scale. It can just be what it is. It's like, yeah, let's go. And then I'm really wishing, especially I'm really curious about the magic changes because like it doesn't feel good to be like a cat. Like it gets to a point where you're plenty powerful and you've got enough perks that it doesn't matter. But low level mage gameplay, it's brutal. But yeah, I appreciate you coming in, dude.
Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate you hosting.
Hey. Yeah, the goal is Saturdays. You know, like Saturday mornings, because this is the quietest the quietest time. I'm sure here in about like 30 minutes is gonna be like, well, it's time to wrap up. So we'll either I die or we'll do a giveaway, and because of Phil and Fluffy Dogs and their epic back and forth earlier, we'll give away another copy of the game. All right, let's see if I can get a little bit more experience. I don't know if I want to go risk it like I did last time. Oh, did I not assign my skills like I did last? Yeah, there we go. Oh man, that's so funny.
One of the things I wanted to pick your brain about was about this game, because I watch your content all the time and just getting all the different updates. And one of the things that I played Ori and the Blind Forest, so I like kind of know the studio, but I don't deep dive into all these like backgrounds or whatever. But I definitely have noticed a distinct amount of like, I don't know if like controversy is the right word, but just a large amount of random like issues or problems with like either the studio or the game that I feel like don't feel super warranted. Like I think you covered one of the things where like in an article, a conversation was said that like the negative reviews could end the game or whatever, and whether the legitimacy of that is like 1-to-1
over time for sure it can. That's the thing. Like with the candid, you know, kind of thing, like talking to the community, it's like naturally, because if they get bad reviews that are like, and I would say like we should separate bad reviews from just bad reviews and like unjust bad reviews, where it's like the legit campaign to review bomb. Okay, get those out of here. But if those overwhelm and thus Steam then doesn't show the game to be recommended and people don't hear about it and the only thing they hear about it is negative, well, they're going to associate that with negative and they're going to avoid it. And over time, if they're not making game sales, because the thing is also that, like, I didn't even get into the video, but they're not microtransactioning this game. They're not, they're not games as service-fying this game so that you are like, I got to keep giving them money and I got, there are no cash shops here, right? And this is what gamers full on like rant about and are frustrated by. Moon Studios is not going in that. They're going to sell us this game. And in my case, they've already sold me this, this copy, but they're also going to make another game, or, whether they go with a 2 or an expansion model, time will tell. But they're going to, like, they'll sell us that. And I'm like, that's great. Make a game, sell a game,
Yeah, I don't really understand again, it's time is currency, and and the studios and the big corporate execs, they've gamed the system so hard, and then now we see that we're in this society of microtransactions and game passes and all these other things. It's interesting that, because especially with Steam, it's kind of frustrating that like Steam is one of those things that's like probably one of the best, if not the best.
But it's
like platforms, but then it's like they don't regulate a lot of things, and because of that, it's good. But also because of that, we have the issues of people review bombing or people just reviewing negatively whenever like the idea of I'm gonna buy this game in early access and then I'm going to leave a harsh negative review, and then it's like I see a lot of people go, I'll change it when it gets better.
Yeah.
But then it's like I don't think people really understand that, like, that's not really how it works. And then usually those people who change it when it gets better don't change it for upwards of 6 months to a year, because the game's in early access and being developed slowly.
Right.
And it's like the idea of I'm gonna get into an early access game and then be upset about the way it is in like such a negative way really is the kicker, because it's like I bought a bunch of early access games, but every time I do it, I will say when I was younger and I bought like 5 or 6 whenever early access really started, and then like half of those games never got finished, I definitely started to get a different mindset with early access. But now, being more conscious of my money and more conscious of people, I look at it and say I am giving them money for them to give me something. But the money is for support. It's not. I honestly don't even consider it the game is what I'm buying. It's I'm giving you money to support you. You just also gave me a game to try.
So Brimstar says, I heard farming was going to be in the game. Yes, and I think that's going to be more the Sacrament update. So in terms of a milestone update, Sacrament's going to be the one for that. Also, and then there's also going to be some kind of they're gonna refactor, because right now the target farm is having multiple realms. So you just kind of create additional realms, and that way you can kind of get lots of resources that way. And so they're going to I think have it to where, you know, that kind of balances it out. So there'll be that kind of farming too. So there's the grind farming, and there's the actual like farming in this case. And pets, I believe, like we know that Necromancer is one of the job classes that they want to have in the game. So they're definitely talking about that in terms of pet classes. But yes, having a pet just in general, because like there's a spell that you can cast that is like this glowing light, you know, kind of lantern, which is really great. But it'd be kind of cool if that was a pet too. You know, be a little bit cool. I died over here last time. Let's see if it's the same guy that's down there, like on that side. Ah. Oh. Yes.
I think one of the things you mentioned earlier, I think just as I was joining, you're talking about like the Nintendo Switch like update and like the weird game card stuff.
Yeah. I like the idea in principle. It just was like I kind of had this cheesy way of like I bought one copy of this game and I can have 2 of my kids playing it.
Oh,
and now it's like, you know, because like I was like, okay, but then the strength of the system is that with the virtual cards is like, oh, I don't need to do like, because like if I wanted to play a game, I'd have to keep them offline. But now it's like I can also go still play my other games. I just like, oh, this is the game I want.
Yeah, I do like that it's not. It's similar to the way Steam Share does it now.
And
that you can share games, but play one game, but someone can play your other game as long as you're not touching it.
Exactly, and so it's like that. So I like that. But I also like that I can share my games with my kids. So I'm like, hey, yeah, let me let you have this license, and then so that way you can play it whether I'm, you know, whatever, no matter what I'm doing in that regard. So I landed Maddie. I'm not gonna go after him. I landed Maddie my Link's Awakening on the Switch, and I was like, this is kind of required homework. It's like, yeah, sweetie. It's like you can play video games, but it's got we
homework first.
Yeah, this is you got to play these games too.
Imagine doing that, but like giving them like a non-updated, like not remastered, like PS1 game. If you wanna get this brand new $60 game, you have to beat Metal Gear Solid 1.
You want to switch too? All right. Well, you got to get a job, and then you also have you got to clear out this backlog. Write some reviews, right? You got to start writing some guides.
But with the Switch thing, do you think, being that you're part of gaming journalism, do you think that there is going to, because the thing that killed me about the Switch thing is that me and my brother kind of have a similar disposition of like, honestly, we're tired, we're young, sure, but like life is rough, and like the world, money, whatever. So there's a lot of things where it's like, if it's out of our control, we're not really going to stress about it. We're just kind of going to go along with it.
Right. That's the thing. Like,
that's what you have to do to survive.
To jump in on that idea real quick, because I've heard Father Mike Smits talk about these. He's like, you have a circle of interest and you have a circle of influence. And a lot of people confuse the two. So like, yes, video games I'm interested in, but I can't influence Nintendo's ability to change their pricing, right?
Exactly.
So if I think I can, if I'm stuck in the interest circle, I'm gonna get frustrated because, oh, why aren't they listening? They're not listening to me, yada yada yada. Circle of influence is who
to is money.
everybody votes with their wallet. That's why I say, like, I am the problem with Nintendo. Like, I am a diehard Nintendo fanboy who's been frustrated every generation that Nintendo in and of its, like, the fact is I'm so excited for Game Chat on the Switch 2, a 2006 feature, the thing we've had for like almost 2 complete decades. Nintendo's finally like,
and Game Chat,
and the fact that they did a web, I thought they were gonna make us wait in a whole nother console generation for any kind of cam, you know. But it's like, I think, you know, it's like, so it's like, yeah, Nintendo's a little bit slow to it, but I don't have the ability. Like, so we vote with our wallets, but I know I'm gonna buy the. I'm buying the Switch 2. I want to play it. I want to be able to be like, yeah. And so I told my kids, you know, because they were like, can I get a Switch 2? And I was like, you can get a job. You know, it's like, you can go, because I mowed lawns for my Super Nintendo, and I was like, you can go work for this. Like, I don't like, I want to give it to you, like, as you're, like, I want, but I'm like, it's better, it would be better for you if I don't, you know?
Yeah, you achieve that goal yourself. But
it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel good because like when they do earn that, it's like that's a significant skill.
Thing.
Yeah.
But with the Nintendo thing, the part that really killed me, and this is the part that I'm curious what you feel about, like, kind of being more studied up on the gaming industry, like, kind of the notion of do you think, I mean, it's kind of the way with, like, everything, like society, I guess, but do you think we will hit a point of apex where, because we see people complain constantly, everyone complained about this, everyone's complaining about the way that, like, Microsoft is doing a thing or PlayStation's doing a thing when it comes to subscriptions and live services. But then you see Fortnite is the biggest game of all time. You see Nintendo sell out within an hour. So then it's like, you hear all these broken moans, but yet the money, the vote is still given, that money is still handed over. Do you think that there will be a point of apex where it gets to that point of no return? Because, like, this is a slippery slope with, like, the bricking the system. Like, I've seen that, like, there's a potentiality that it won't go through because of the Europe's standards. Good. And Europe probably won't allow that because I think Europe has a strict guideline when it comes to property and, like, what you buy and is yours.
Well, that's the thing. We need better.
A license is kind of crazy, but, like, is this going to be? This feels like that slippery slope. It's like every single time someone goes a little too, they push a little further. They walk one step over the line, but then people go, oh, okay, like you're getting, like my friend said it perfectly. He said, like, okay, you're getting a little Italian man who drops something for you. It's like, is that well worth it if they are slowly encroaching on the rights of the consumer?
It's not,
I'm not sure if that apex will ever occur, or if everyone will just continuously, like, will we get to a point where everyone finally has, they're done, they're not going to do it anymore, or, like, do you think that it's just kind of going to keep being pushed into that dystopian future where
I think
we have to pay for hours of gameplay?
Oh man, no. I honestly, I think, and I'm all in fully support of what I would call the digital, like what I've heard is the digital bill of rights in that regards, because, like, in terms of video game licensing and more, it's like, yeah, we should be able to own our games. I'm honestly, like, I know the NFT is like a very bad word within gaming culture right now, like, but it's like the only use case for an NFT that I could really get behind within gaming is that our game copies, our digital games, should be the NFT in which that we can then freely trade, you know, it to our friends. Right now, like, I can trade my games to my kids, like, and they're like anybody in my family group, right? Okay, that's great, but why can't I give it to you? Like, hey, I've beaten this game. Like, why can't I be like, you should check it out? And if you wanted, like, and then why couldn't you also have the right to be like, hey, I'm gonna give you $5 for that? With the NFT, what that would open up is that if you resold that game, they could still get a kickback, which is what they want. They want that used game market gone, because every time that game sells, they don't get a penny. So it's like, but with the idea of smart contracts that things can kind of, like, you know, dole themselves out, then I get that. Look at that.
Yeah, the idea that they could split the difference is a better idea than just not doing it at all.
Yeah.
If there's some way to give back to, like, because it's like the idea of getting a small percentage of a resale, that's not terrible, but that's the reason why we see stuff like GameStop and physical media being like pushed out, like you said.
Yeah.
But having any sort of system where codes or like an ID is provided with the game copy, and then that's what you could trade.
These cards with, and I get why they're doing it, because they're doing it to save money, because like the physical cards with the memory, they cost the company money to print them physically, so the physical cards go up. But then the option so they can save some money from the publishing perspective is just put the key on the card. There's no data there. They're still downloading the game. That's I get it, but it sucks. You know, it's like,
yeah, it's
all
strange.
right. Yeah.
I think what gets me more is what was that, Mohammed?
Nintendo also changed the policy to make so that if you modify the Nintendo Switch 2, they can actually brick it.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. There's
We're
a
wondering
chance
if that
Europe
goes
stops it.
Yeah,
because they have strict guidelines on what your property is. So hopefully they stop it. But again, Nintendo, because the way that they're saying that you own the license for a thing, there's a chance that they could kind of loophole it in, and that is definitely. I think if they do the brick thing, I think I might have to put my morals where my mouth is and kind of avoid it. I'm never gonna judge anyone who doesn't, because I'm like that. I mean, again, the world is really rough, and if you're trying to, if you need Jumpman and the little Italian guy to make your day better, more power to you. I really, you need it. Great, but I think the thing that kills me with Nintendo is because Nintendo has always kind of had this mentality of, oh, we're Nintendo. That's why you never see. I don't think on their own platform Mario has ever been on sale.
He was when they crossed $1 billion.
Like $15 off.
they crossed $1 billion with the Mario movie, and that they did do a discount after they hit that milestone.
Yeah, but how much was it? Like less than 20? They don't ever do
wow.
I've never seen Mario like $20, $30. And that game's been out since the beginning of the Switch.
The closest thing to Mario $20 is that limited edition that give you 3 Mario games at $60, meaning
Yeah.
Very true.
Rather than emulating them, they did the Mario Pack. I'll be honest, I did buy that because I just love Sunshine and 64
yeah,
so
me
much.
too. But if we compare that to other like similar deals, that game was a bit lacking. Like there is like a similar idea. There is a similar idea with Kirby. With that game came like a lower price, so many games, and also a lot of unique content for the game, like for the menus, and also you could see concept art and other stuff, while that game instead can only basically he has like a library of music and the games,
which Nintendo's done that
which is
multiple
cool.
times.
Which is
I'm
cool,
like, it's cool. It's an interesting idea, but I'm like, am I gonna plug in my Nintendo to the aux cord? Like, that is something that they've done multiple times. They're like, you get our game, you can listen to the full library of the music on like a MP3 player, and it's like, but it's still on the Nintendo Switch.
Right.
Like, so I got, hand me the aux cord. I got on my Nintendo Switch. But yeah, with all of that, it's like Nintendo's never. Phil said really something good in the comments. The market continues to support the decisions from Nintendo, and that's what happens. Is because everyone needs their little Italian man. It's let's buy it for full price. Let's never wait for discounts. Let's never like. And it sucks because Nintendo makes some of, if not the best games, like they do. I'm not gonna deny that like Breath of the Wild wasn't a transcendent experience for me. So like when the next Zelda comes out, I'm clamoring. I'm still on the fence about the Switch too. But what did get me more on the fence, because before I wasn't gonna get it, because I was like, my Switch has kind of sat there for almost a year now collecting dust. I'll see. I told everybody I'll see during the trailer like what's going on, if I'll get it or not. And then they showed a bunch of stuff that I really liked, and I was like, maybe I'll get it. But then now the stuff with like the codes and the bricking, it's like pre-orders have been done, and now more information's coming out slowly but surely. It feels very intentional of what they give and what they don't give, because I think they know that these practices are something that people aren't going to like. And I understand the idea of cutting down on piracy, but at the same time, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit of a radicalist when it comes to this, but like when it comes to piracy to like independent developers, I'm very passionate about that. I'm like, those people don't have that kind of money. Like they need their support, they need their coverage, they need all that. When it comes to multi-conglomerate like Nintendo, Sony, Xbox, I kind of don't care, because it's like, these are multi-million-dollar companies. Like the amount of 10-year-olds who don't know how to mod their Nintendo Switch, they will buy enough copies of Mario to where you don't need to brick someone's system.
Yeah, it seems a little extreme for sure. And then like you said, like I really do hope that we see some pushback, and it's going to have to come from a governmental body, like, because
it's
again,
because America's so down to clown with like egregious behavior, like battle passes were a thing that were around for a long time, but it's like a form of gambling, and they were just letting kids do it. It took Europe to get involved, and then now battle passes have to be like a certain regulation. You have to know what you're getting out of it.
Well, it wasn't the battle pass; it was the loot box.
Loot boxes.
The loot box, yeah. Because it's like, okay.
Battle passes, if you do see exactly, usually a battle pass, you have the entire category of things you're gonna get. Like at level 20, I'll get this thing. At level 15, the loot boxes was so random, and then there was like no way to like refund it, or like, I think I used to buy loot boxes in like Overwatch, and I think Overwatch was a huge thing of like hero shooters were a huge thing of like when we were talking about earlier, like gaming is like important and a part of your time. I stopped playing like that, and then like I got into Marvel Rivals because it's very Overwatch coded. It was fun at the start, but I kind of stopped because I was like you said, like if I'm not having fun, what's the point of playing this game? And then it was free to play, sure, which is fine. But then like it was like $20 for one skin, and it was like, I want to look nicer. Like I want to have a cute outfit or something, but like I'm not gonna spend $20 on one thing and then like have balancing issues, or like just have a pseudo kind of toxic community.
Yeah, the other thing that's made gaming more complex in terms of that, and the online discourse, is that you have obviously the content creation side of it, the money making side of it, right? That the streamers, and like I know I'm a part of that category, but it's that there has been this sense of like where you were talking earlier about the stress of feeling like you're falling behind and all of that. It's like that's the real feeling. And then if you're like, oh, I should be monetizing this and stuff like that, it's like, wait a minute, I thought we were here to have fun. I thought we were here to like relax and enjoy ourselves, and we've taken it to the sense where it's like now all of a sudden you better be grinding, otherwise, like, you know, what are you doing? You know, and so we've taken, there's a section of gaming that is not about fun and enjoyment. There's the idea like, oh, I need to do this so I can get to the next level, so I can do this. You know, it's like, okay. And then I also would say I was going to tweet this out, but I was like, I think the largest MMO on the planet right now is Twitter. Like it's like when it's all said and done, like there's quests, there's, you know, like there's XP, there's like all of the stuff that you're like,
there's PvP,
there's PvP, there's PvA, which is player versus activist. You know, it's like, all right,
that's funny.
You know, so I was just like, gosh, yeah, because it's a big giant chat room. It just doesn't have an in-game UI, and I was like, that would be insane if they did that.
The latest patch really sucked.
Yeah, really nerfed.
Really, the new nerf, the Elon nerf, really ruined things. So actually, now that you mentioned that, how do you? So one of the things that me and my friend are getting into is I've been super into content creation, but every time I do it, I'm like, I don't really have that drive to do it. Like it's really fun when it starts. Like I might get some viewers, or I might get some engagement. But then if that like kind of immediate gratification isn't given to me, I give up. I have really intense ADHD, so that's one of the things I've been struggling with most of my life.
So you're gonna struggle with it, and you already pretty well there. But it's that last mile. Or not even that last mile. It's like that last 10 feet. So like Chris has ADHD. My wife has ADHD. So it's like what you find, and I don't know if you've heard the idea, but body doubling is end up being really huge.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
and I've gotten the goal is I'm good at bouncing off of people, and then me and my best friend can talk for hours. So what we're doing is we're trying to do a podcast, but do it about gaming, but do it specifically not about just game. Like we're just two guys talking about gaming because everyone's done that. But like we have a game of the week we're gonna do. Like every week we're going to we have a wheel that we spin. and then we're going to review that game in that week and just talk about it. It's strictly indie, strictly like inexpensive.
Yeah.
So that way the viewers can participate. So it's going to be live and then also a podcast. But my question to you, being that like you're a creator, but also like what you do is, or one of the main things you talk about is like no rest for the wicked. And what you just said was about the idea of gaming to enjoy it, but like also doing like a work or a hobby.
Yeah.
So
See, I treat this as a pure hobby. Like this is not, I do not treat this as a job. I make content when I can. I took all of Lent off and it's like, I know enough about content creation to know like, okay, yeah, I know what I'm doing isn't benefiting me in terms of like, if my goal was to be the largest. And I was like, the thing is that I'm here I want to have fun. It's really hard to make friends as a guy when you're especially out of college, out of school. Like that was the thing that really shocked me. And I was like, how is this? It was like, this is my giant text message to people like, hey, let's hang out, talk video games and play friends. Like, because my schedule is also so inconsistent and incoherent because I'm so busy. That's how I treat this, hands down. It's that, you know, the channel doesn't need to make money, right? I don't need to, you know, like I literally keep getting, guys, this is crazy. So Raid Shadow Legends likes to email me occasionally, and they emailed me recently, and they followed up a couple times. So I was like, you know, I don't, it is crazy, but they're like, we really want you to create a Raid Shadow Legends focused channel, like just a channel around this, because we love the content you're making. Great, thanks guys, I appreciate that you're enjoying it. Or you could rebrand your existing channel. I was like, are you like? You haven't ever heard my disdain.
That's kind of insane.
When have you, like, I have been public about my disdain for mobile gaming forever.
It's one thing to be like, can you do a sponsored segment? But to be like, hey, can you take your
can you
entire
dedicate
channel and commit it
and
to
cover it,
us?
and we'll help? No, I'm good. Like, you don't understand. Like, I don't like mobile.
Specific game for a decade. You've been talking about specific games. You've been doing your thing. How about
pivot over here to this
game?
Microtransaction. Yeah. Like, guys,
crazy.
I don't let my kids play those games with loot boxes and stuff. Like, I just am like, okay, from a market perspective, like Phil was talking about earlier, like, okay, the market is my kids don't play those kind of games. Like, no. Like, we'll do Minecraft, which is like, you buy the mod, like you can buy a mod and change it up. That's cool. Yeah, like I got them like a couple mods yesterday. I do that. That's like maybe a couple.
That's DLC. That's just
DLC.
Stuff.
It's just extra content that it's like this game that they love and they all play together. You know, my kids are all having the shared experience. Gaming. Yeah. The only thing that's annoying though is like about my kids with Minecraft is sometimes like I'll come in the room and they're like yelling at each other and I'm like, I thought guys, if we're not having fun, like,
it's Minecraft. Must be chill.
Yeah.
I've gotten into full blown. I've been playing Minecraft since I was 13. I've gotten into full blown yelling matches.
I've never technically played Minecraft. We yearn for the mind. Somebody in our friend group chat sent a meme that it's like in the 1800s we took, or 1900s, we took kids out of the mines. And in 2020, in 2024, they're all playing Minecraft.
Yearn for it again.
And the children yearn for the mines.
It's in our DNA. It's like we're a kid. We should be doing manual labor.
I need to be digging. Yeah.
That's why we love Animal Crossing. That's why we love Minecraft.
Yeah, my kids like Animal Crossing, Minecraft. We did the Mario Wonder
the work with minimum effort.
The thing, like for me, is like back to the Nintendo conversation. Is I enjoy what Nintendo gives me as a parent with the kids, because it's like I can lock down the switches. I can say they can only have so much game time, and I think you can do these on Xboxes, but there is a sense of like, I'm not worried about
way more parental friendly.
Well, yeah, I'm not also worried about you going and pulling up the web and whatnot. There's no YouTube on the Switch, so it's like I'm not like, oh, okay.
The Wii was a lawless country. the Wii was a.
I think Nintendo learned something from that. Yeah, they're like, wait a minute.
They were like, we're gonna put the web browser on for a bunch of children.
Interesting. Yeah, so it's like there's some strengths there that it's like, yeah, for like, so I think like if I was ever gonna let the kids kind of like, we build like a kind of a play homework room where we also put the video games, like I'll have my like I'd put a Switch in there before I'd put like an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Yeah, that's fair. And also they focus more on that demo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. So you mentioned this. I mean, one of the things again, you gotta get your props is
hey, Ali.
Seeing your growth, but using it as a hobby is like that's the main thing that like I've always been passionate about. Is like if I'm not having fun, it's not worth it. And if you're having fun and you get that, then it's like you deserve it with everything, because it's like you did you didn't game the algorithm, you didn't focus on like clicks or the game of the week.
Right. Oh yeah, tracing the trends. Oh gosh, we got 3 guys up here. This is not good. That's not good. All right, we'll just come back. No. See if anybody.
Later.
Oh good. Okay. Oh yeah, follow me down. Oh, all of them are following me down. All right. Strategic retreat.
Do you feel that you're as like interested in the game now as you were when you started the coverage?
Yeah, this one for sure. Like, there's been because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be covering it, because I don't have that kind of time. Like, it's not like, all right, you know, I need to fill the time. I need to make content. No. It's like, here's the information. That's why, like, right now there's a lot of content because there's a lot of things going on within the game, and I'm still working on guides and etc. But as that slows down, there's no value in it to me to go and be like, oh, we got the biggest news, breaking news all the time. Like, no, we don't. Like, and that's okay. It's like, yeah, I get fatigued by that when I see YouTubers do it. It's like, so I try not to do that, you know, in this case.
It's interesting because I think you have managed to get on the like past the plateau, and you're on the like the other end of that like success, or like that
Yeah, I definitely have some success
posting, and there's people who would do the same, but it's like more sensationalized, but and it's like the bigger clickbaity stuff. But then you're just like talking about the day to day, like you have your constant updates. But then you see you've been very vocal about like all the people who've joined you recently. Mm-hmm. So you see that consistency, but like just constant info dump is actually like working to your benefit, because you're getting the people who like you're like kind of breaking past that algorithmic barrier of like this is what people want.
Yeah,
like people who are interested in this game are coming to you for all of the info. Like, I don't think there's anything covered that you're not covering, and it's like people constantly will go to a game. Like, there's if I can shout out another channel,
please. I'm especially for other aspiring content creators as well. Like, promote yourself. You can always tell me what you're up to. I'd love to. Like, there's a potato, and I forgot, enraged potato. Like, they were like talking about it in my comments. It's like, yeah, I want to like this. I don't in my worldview. Like, if I can help anybody find success. Well, because there's a fun thing. Now, the thing that you find, and you've kind of alluded to, especially with your ADHD, like there will be challenges. And so I know some people, my encouragement is like, if you're ever thought about it, do it. And if you hate it, then you know you hated it. Like, as opposed to like, you don't want to ever wake up one day and be like, man, I really wish I would have, you know, posted a video. I had an idea and I didn't. It's like, no, do it. And if you like the process, and that's the thing, like I enjoy the process of making these videos. I enjoy posting the videos. I enjoy the conversations that we get to have around the game because of the videos. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, this is fun. And when it's not fun, I'm not posting.
Yeah.
It's
the channel I was mentioning.
Yeah. Who are you shouting out?
So it was they're moderately successful, but it's just the intentionality of the channel is the thing that has gotten them these accolades, and it kills me because I could have done it with my brother, but my brother's like wishy-washy. But it's just they're called the Co-op Bros, and their whole channel is specifically covering co-op games, and they don't just go, this is a good co-op game. Like, every time they do a review, it's like, how much does the co-op players have agency? So like, is it the first player has to click everything, or can the second player do that? How easy is it to connect to each other? How easy is it to like is there team synergy? Is co-op important? And so like, you go, as someone who loves co-op games more than anything, like I'm waiting for No Rest for the Wicked when the co-op update comes out.
Yes. Dude, the co-op update's gonna be sweet.
I go to that channel whenever there's a game that I'm interested in. I go to that channel and I'm like, all right, cool. Like the co-op looks good. Like they review it in that specific thing to where I go to them every time. Like, so it's the same idea of like, someone's interested in No Rest for the Wicked, they hear it, they see it, they go to you. They're like, I know this guy's going to talk about No Rest for the Wicked, and he's going to do it because one of the things I do really enjoy about you is we could tell you're passionate about this game. We could tell you care, but you're never like, I've never seen like ignorance, like blind ignorance, or like someone says something or someone's denying something or someone's against something and you're like, no, that's not how it is. That's not how it is because I enjoy the game. And it's like, no, you're like, I've always seen a pretty like nuanced, pretty neutral disposition for anything in like that conversation, especially when it comes to like updates or content or the developers. Like I saw like all the Twitter stuff going on. Yeah. And it was very much not a, like I saw someone say like, he's just crashing out, and I'm like, I saw your perspective of like, this is a man defending himself from like allegations and like protecting his company or like protecting his like his work and his life
and his work and his employees. You know, it's like, wait a minute.
So it's like there's this weird nuance between him as an indie developer and not. There's this weird nuance that people forget of like, these are real people. So then it's like, when these real people are doing the bad stuff, no one's saying anything. But then when these real people are like upset and like just kind of letting it out or doing something, it's like someone. I think that the thread that you were talking about was whenever he said something about like getting political is a bad look for your game. And then he was like, what are you talking about? I'm not getting political at all. And like I looked on the things, like even I was like, I thought that was what was happening. But then you look back at all of it, it's like he wasn't getting political. He was upset about like the
bad reviews
that people are acting
and people posting and doing a hate campaign against them. And it's like, okay, and we saw that happen last year. So I was wondering how long it was going to take before that to happen again this year, because it was like when the game came out last year, we saw the same thing happen, you know. And it's like, okay, yeah, there are people who don't like you. It's like you know, and it's like the fact is that they try to use, and that's why, like, again, like I just don't trust the legacy gaming media anymore. Oh, that did not work. Like I've been knocking him all over the place.
I forget what it was. There was one, like, it was, I don't know if you've heard of Polygon. They're a gaming outlet.
They're gone, right?
If they are, they're like, if they aren't, they're like super irrelevant. I'm not sure. They had the McElroy brothers on there for a while, and then they left, and then they had Brian David Gilbert, he left, and then so like all their comedy people that did the good YouTube stuff left, so then now they're like, they're fine, I guess. But one of the things was their journalism was kind of bad. And then I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, they did a hit piece on like some dude who, I think he did like, I played Sonic Frontiers and returned it within 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then, because like Steam has the 2-hour refund policy. And so
got him.
Someone was like, you made content. Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
So it was like, you made content out of a game and made money off of it on Twitch, and then you refunded it. And again, it's like Sega. And then it was like a full hit piece. Like it was a full article about this dude and how bad that was.
Yeah.
And then, but the good thing was he clapped back and was like, what is this? Like, you're like, and then at the end of it, he was like, here, I bought the game again, just so that way no one has any qualms. But like, that was kind of the gaming journalism aspect of it. And it's the same with like kind of IGN. They're not a terrible outlet, but like you see their reviews are always kind of skewed, or like their games, like it'll be like Baldur's Gate 3, and they're like, well, that was one that they.
I find IGN's is the least offender that I've found, but they've definitely had some interesting steps. Like in terms of
kind of basic when it comes to it. It's like their reviews are all kind of meh.
I think anybody, like in my mind, I just follow the people who've left, and it's like, okay, and some of them are still kind of crazy. But well, one thing like was interesting also kind of about the whole thing with this week was that you also had the fact is like Thomas was saying, if you like the game, would you mind leaving it a positive review? That would really help out, right? Like to his community, not publicly, not like some kind of marketing campaign, just like. And it's like, yeah, that's the equivalent of me saying thanks for the likes, saying, you know, be sure if you like the content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow. You know, it's like it's the exact same thing.
Because he's this obscure developer, it's like, how dare you?
How dare you ask
me to leave a nice review on
that
your game?
call of action, you horrible human being. Speaking of which, thank you guys for the 84 likes.
Nice.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, it is interesting. There's this weird like disconnect between gamers and developers, where it's like they don't treat them as humans; they treat them as like a piece of a machine. And it's very, very interesting. I thought you were. I didn't see that there was a lower level right there, and I thought you were about to fall, and you weren't reacting at all. And I was like,
No, I was like, I'm good.
He's just that strong. He's just that good. Yeah, that's another thing. Josh, you just said they never leave reviews, and so they're glad they asked. And I same. I don't think I think I've maybe left 1 or 2 reviews whenever it was like a Steam thing, when Steam did like the badges or whatever, and I was like, let me leave a review or something.
Yeah.
I think I maybe left 2 or 3 reviews, but that's because I always kind of felt like, at least before, I felt like the reviews didn't do much, and I don't think they really did before, but I guess now they're like, it's more of a visual topic of like, oh, look at mostly positive or negative.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. My wife called. I'm going to call her right back.
How's your morning / day / night going, Lombix?
Okay, I'm basically woke up and realized that Brian was on Discord, and I jumped in the discussion without even knowing it was live, and that's my day.
Yeah, I think similar. I woke up and I was like, I got a notification that he was live, and I was like, let me join real quick. I've been meaning to hop in past couple times. Ugh. Yeah, I think once No Rest really starts to pop off and multiplayer comes around, I'll jump in.
Oh, you didn't play the game yet, so.
No, I've just been absorbing all the content from Brian and from other outsources. I love co-op gaming so much, and the second I saw this game, I was like, this game looks so cool. But I know that it's like one of those games that like a 6 out of 10 game, if it has co-op, to me is like an 8 out of 10 game. It just adds so much to it, and being that like Sacrament is going to be so much more fleshed out, and like the buildings and buying homes and raising the community is such a cool element. But I love doing that stuff with people, because it's like, oh, like let's decide together where that house is gonna go. Let's decide together what upgrades we do.
Yeah, something that I hope, like, for the multiplayer experience, that I hope that the game encourages people to go in the same place instead of being split up, because I think that I experience like playing Minecraft with friends is that the game really benefits like on an efficiency on an efficiency like point of view to have you separated doing different jumps, which is not really engaging. So I hope they are able to, like,
I fully agree with you, because
stick together.
I'll play Minecraft, and every time I play Minecraft and I'd get my friends and people together, I want to stay together and like build a town together and engage the whole time. And that's the difference with Minecraft, is that someone made a good point, is that Minecraft is something that is like, there is no intentional way to play. Like, yes, there's a credit sequence, so you can't beat the game, but a huge thing about Minecraft is people can play it any way they want. Like, you can be the miner, you can be the crafter, you can be the one who's building all the houses, you can be the one who's exploring the most, you could be the one who's farming the most, or whatever. I think this game, I think, will lend itself to that, because I do think it's going to scale with people. So even if you have one person, I think enemies will scale. So that would definitely incentivize it. I really hope
Also because maybe you can't actually fight if you're alone because the whole realm clears up.
Yeah.
So
True,
actually you
yeah.
have to be together probably.
There's probably going to be some, not rubber band, but there's probably going to be a tether. I hope it's a large tether because I don't like when the tether's like super small. But there probably will be a tether. If not, it's definitely just gonna. I think one of the things I'm really excited about is team synergy because the whole game is all based around this this idea of like you can create your own class. Like you can really start to create an original class that feels like super specific to you. I like the idea of that paired with other people because I would love to see how the multiplayer creates that team synergy.
Yeah, like the heal is already there is already like area heal already in the game that heals also allies around you, and you can make it and you can use it on any weapon. So it's actually you can be a mage or you can be an archer, and you can still use the healing effect for your team. Like it really can be.
I'm back.
Dynamic.
How's it going? We're talking about multiplayer and what that means for the game.
Sweet. I got about 20 so odd minutes, so the kids are starting to wake up, so it's getting that time. Let's since I haven't died though, and because y'all absolutely crushed that goal, thanks to Flum and to Phil. Let's let me get the Nightbot up, and I think so. Boom, baby. Yeah. You need to type in "wicked" like that in chat on YouTube to be eligible. I got 22 entries. Let's see here. Who's the last winner? It was Nev. There we go. Boop. All right. Oh, cool. Yeah, it does show me all the previous winners. So.
Well, you said that you are. Okay, sorry.
What was that, Lumbex?
You said that you actually didn't own the game, so you might actually participate to the giveaway.
Oh yeah, I put mine. I'm Adrian Santiago on YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Adrian. Yeah, stop mining, guys. How do you die? How does hardcore? Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm like Ginger Prime TV. Like we just rebranded the podcast to the Gaming Roundtable. So
Bruto said that he won, but it was away from his TV.
Oh, if Bruto's back, man. Like yeah. You had to be here for that. I'll see what if we can't find a winner, Bruto. Like one of the things, like if it ends up taking too much time, I'll give you one anyway. There we go. Also, we'll for those who are watching this as a VOD, sound off in the comments. I gave away a couple of copies for the last stream for any of the people who commented on the live stream when it was done.
We see you.
Yeah.
We see you and we love you.
We love you. We love you very much.
Yeah, one of the things you are definitely an inspiration for the potential podcast I'm doing.
Well,
so it's nice to see.
You have a good voice. You got a good mic. You're welcome to come hang out on my podcast too if you ever feel like it. So.
That'd be awesome.
Like we got just always good fun video game conversations. I'm working with an artist, so I did some AI stuff just to kind of like here's what I'm thinking, and so I'm working with a guy to kind of hopefully bring that whole thing make it look real good.
Nice.
All right, we got 26 entries. I'm gonna go ahead and just say choose a winner, and Kyle, sound off in the comments. Let me know you're still here. And remember, you have to be on my Steam's friend list. You have to be eligible to receive a game from Steam. So the region stuff is very important. And if we can't give it to you, unfortunately, we will have to re-roll. But that's them the breaks.
Yeah, I witnessed the frustration that you had the other day.
Well, that's the thing. Like if Steam,
when you like tried like 3 people and it was like,
if Steam would let me.
Like,
just buy
can't
keys
you
and
tell
just
me you
like hand
can't
out
convert?
keys, right? Like, yeah,
Like,
what? How?
Steam cannot convert currency? What is this?
They can totally convert currency. Like, what the heck? You know, like, let me just buy a key, you know? That's just I don't know. Needlessly complicated. We'll give everybody, you know, 2 minutes or 3 minutes to respond.
This is just because I love co-op more than anything. There's a part of me that really, really hopes that they do something that's like maybe just one player split screen, like to where you can have 2 people split screen.
Oh wow!
And like not 4, just do 2, and I'd be so happy. That is wishful thinking. I don't think it'll happen, but like, could you imagine playing a game like this, like a deep, rich RPG? I mean, because it is top down, and
yeah,
the map would do pretty well with it.
I think you could even multiplayer in the same.
I think.
Oh, Onward, yeah.
It was a split screen RPG, and it was the only split screen RPG I've ever played that was like super strong. And I guess like Baldur's Gate 3 is one of them, but like an action RPG with like good elements, split screen would be so fun. Yeah,
well, who knows? I wonder, did they talk about local co-op? Because local co-op would be sweet.
It has the ability to do it, because one of the biggest things about co-op and the difficulty of it is the local co-op is the 2-camera perspective, because it's instantly it has to re-render.
Or you have to keep or you have to keep everybody in the same camera.
Yeah. So then it being an isometric type game, it could lend itself. It'd be super cool if it did. My co-host, best buddy, he lives like right next to me, so we always try to play some like couch co-op stuff together. And this is one that like I've been the most adamant on, and I just keep showing like, hey guys, this game's updating, it looks pretty good, and then they're like, okay, looks cool. Like they're not against playing it, but like I'm the only one who cares about it. And so I'm like, it'd be easy to just be like, hey, I bought a copy, come play it on my TV.
All right, we're about to re-roll again.
It's easy to get someone to play games with you when you offer them pizza and wings.
Isn't that the currency for moving, helping somebody move as well?
Yep. Pizza. You can get anybody to come.
All right. Sorry, pizza. Kyle. Congrats. Leon, you're our new winner. I thought about like, what if I just like within the game always sprinted over every balance beam as a hardcore character, just to see how long we can make it.
You gotta ask yourself, are you a coward or not?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm always the instigator when it comes to that.
There you go.
Someone's like, what if I just did this? I'm like, do it.
Do it.
Are you a coward?
All right. We'll have to speed up these giveaways. Now, probably, if we can't give, if it takes us the entire remaining part of the stream to get to just one giveaway. Well, we'll give away more, but it's like I'll definitely do some in the comments or something like that. Jeez, get off me! I'm fat rolling. All right, fine. Heal up.
I know.
We're gonna be probably. I'm gonna go get some. We're out of coffee at the house, and so I'm gonna go get some more coffee. And so yeah, and then I gotta do some work today, and then I got the kids' baseball game. So it's like generally, also I tend to lose energy after about 4 hours of the stream, so I can't do that much time.
Also fair because you got up at like 4.
Yeah, well, I'm used to getting up at 4. Like that in and of itself isn't so much a problem.
Still, you're built different.
Well, I get tired at real easy at night. Like at 9 o'clock, I'm like, all right, yeah, level up, level 6. All right, Leon has another minute. Appreciate all the lurkers out there. And 94 likes. I'm going to challenge you guys. Can we get to 100 before the stream ends? If you haven't hit that like button, now's your chance.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm really excited to play the game. I haven't gotten it yet. But
oh, you haven't?
Multiplayer, but
oh, you're just waiting for the multiplayer? Excited. Well, are you in the chance to win a copy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Good. Yeah, my friends code is already in the description, so you will have to be on my friends list.
Yeah, I got that. I've been on like, I'm Adrian on YouTube. I've been on like the last 3 streams hanging out.
I appreciate you, Adrian.
I do this really dumb thing where I went by Adrian for like the later half of my life when I moved away from like my hometown. So it's like I'm not Adrian, or I'm not Noel, because those are the people who know me. Now I'm gonna go by Adrian. And then I did that until my mid-20s, and then was like, I like my middle name more.
So
Let me go back.
in high school, my nickname was Monty. And it's like, and so like, yeah, there's a whole section of people who do not know my name is Brian, and they just call me Monty, and it's like, okay, it's cool. I honestly, like, it's kind of funny. It's like, in retrospective, like, it's like, oh, maybe I should have gone and kept the Monty, Monty Gaming or something like that, but
I think more people should use multiple parts of their name. We have 3 names, and we only ever use one.
Yeah.
Use all 3.
I have 2 names, and like my professors always use my first name, and my friends always use the second. So every time someone calls me Antonio, which is my first name, I go, holy shit, is something important.
Something wrong?
Yeah.
Hey, he's here, Kigo. All right, Kigo. Let me know who you are on Steam, and we'll see if we can't gift you a copy. And if we can, then victory. I'll have to get to safety, and then we'll. I gotta go. It's the kid. Yeah, like now it's Why do I stream so early? Because dad mode engage. All right, now make sure that's muted. Perfect. And friends list.
Is Light No Fire gonna be your like next
Ooh,
main
dude,
game
Light No
after?
Fire. I'm so excited for Light No Fire. So when you say next main game, it's like I think I could. In my mind, I'm like, I probably could have bandwidth to do both. In that regards. That will be here though. Like it's like let me I'm really excited. Now, if Light No Fire is not fun, then it's like okay, but Light No Fire, No Rest for the Wicked, like that. These are the games I really, really enjoy. All right,
the fantastical RPGs.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like like I know a lot of people like the No Man's Sky, and I played it, and it's impressive. It's really interesting. But the fantasy element of Light No Fire is something that I think is more interesting. Like I'm more into that kind of fantasy kind of game.
I fall off of sci-fi quicker than I do fantasy.
Yeah, it's interesting. Dune, Phil the meme says he's really looking forward to Dune. I wish I was able to play it last week because I was like, oh man, I'll talk about it. I have Ash as a creation. I haven't every time I've had time, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go check out Ashes. It's not online, so it's like, goodness gracious. So there's a handful of games that I'm like, I'd love to play. Kigo, what's your Steam name so I can gift a copy to you?
I need to after we're done here, I'm gonna jump into Expedition 33.
Oh, so good. I finished Act 1.
Beautiful.
I finished Act 1, and I was like, oh man, a part of me is like, I'm gonna finish these leveling builds, and then go back and stream some Expedition 33, or I might just play that for me, and because I'd like to play and stream some Oblivion, the Oblivion remake. Funds Elo Funes Elo. Let me see. I can make sure I can find you 1 second.
Those are both 2 that I need to get on because I have Game Pass, so then they both just dropped day 1.
Yeah, it was like back to back to back. It's like, all right, let's see here. Let me make sure I have you.
I think I gotta focus on 1 because the ADHD spiral.
Okay, I see you. Let's see if we can gift you this copy. Add.
Every time I see less European names, I'm like, oh no, please. Like, don't have the Steam restriction.
All right, doesn't own it. That's good. See if it lets me buy it. And it worked. All right, you should see that in your library now, sir. Thank you. All right, let me see if I can't finish this quest and then, ooh, diamond, excellent. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for hanging out, man. And you did it. Y'all hit 100 likes. Thank you.
Have they added all the sacrament like house building stuff? I haven't been paying too much attention on that.
No, well, not the building, but the sacrament update is gonna be. It's gonna be after the multiplayer update.
I think that's smart. And then being able to do all the sacrament stuff together would be nice.
Yes.
You can only furnish your house right now.
Gotcha. One of the things that was like the fresh air was whenever they had that like, I think like 3 to 6 month hiatus, and then to find out that it was due to legal issues was like, it was unfortunate because it was like, oh, that sucks that y'all are dealing with that. But it was, the nice part was that it definitely was a fear of, like, I was seeing all the negative reviews and all the negative comments of like, abandoned, the game's abandoned, they haven't updated, whatever, like the roadmap's not being followed. So then just to know that it was because they had external issues that they were trying to figure out, and then now that, since they figured that out, they have been going strong. That is something that has been very, very nice.
Oh yeah, and
like,
it's like
not another indie game or not another
like,
early access game being abandoned in the water.
Yeah, what is it? The Patreon, not Patreon, the crowdfunding, like which is great because this isn't crowdfunded. It's crowd supported. All right, guys, let's see here if we can do this.
Yeah, I'll get an early access game. I rarely crowdfund games because those are the ones that like are completely blind faith.
Yeah. I've never played RuneScape. My intro to the MMO was with Final Fantasy 11, and today's its actual 23rd birthday. So very excited by that, and I've been wanting to get back into Final Fantasy 11 too, but right now it's like I got to be realistic as to how much time I have. You know.
11 is the one that has that like almost like painterly art style, right? With the bunny people.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I wouldn't call them bunny people, but yeah, the Taru. Is that what you're talking about?
Wait a minute, is this the MMO?
Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. 14 also has bunny people, but that's
I didn't know
MMO.
there was another Final Fantasy MMO.
Yes, Final Fantasy 11. That was my introduction to MMOs. We got a mace here. Ooh, cleric's mace.
I think you said that was your introduction to MMOs, and I did not.
You're good.
Oh, what's the one with the? Oh, 12. 12 is the one with the bunny girl.
Yeah, shield, mace. There we go. Speed action. I'm encumbered. Hold up.
That's one thing that I really do like about Expedition 33 is I've never really been into turn-based strategy games. And I think the music, the flashiness, and the quick time events are something that get me more invested in that one than previous.
Absolutely.
I like one. Like if I get if I get the Switch too, I plan on. If reviews look decent because I haven't been a Pokemon fan in a while. But if reviews are decent for the new Pokemon. I
don't know, man. Pal World is what I think a lot of people really wanted Pokemon to move into, and it's like Nintendo, decides that instead of making a better Pokemon, they're gonna just sue them. The Encino says I play Final Fantasy 11 18 hours a day for a long time. My partner left me because I did. Holy crap,
no.
Dude! 18 hours a day, man. That's...
Hey, but if you didn't do that, you wouldn't have learned. So. You did the right thing.
You always got the optimist in all of us. All right, guys, I'll be giving away another copy of the game in the somebody randomly in the comments of this live stream, and we'll be doing more copies again going forward. Based off the support alone for today, I think it's fair to say that we're going to be looking at least 2 copies per stream at a minimum, and then we'll do some comment winners as well. So, guys, let me see if I can find anybody over on Twitch to raid, because we actually have a nice little showing for the folks over on Twitch. Thank you, guys. Dashboard. I always forget about raiding and whatnot. Let's see here. Stream manager, raid channel. Who do we got? Anybody playing No Rest for the Wicked? Endgame Fire Monk. I don't know. I don't know who this guy is, but let's go check him out. Oh, he speaks English. Perfect. All right, and let's see here. Let's say start raid. I'm getting used to the new setup. All right, guys, thank you so much for it. I really appreciate it. Oh, actually, yeah. One thing I should promote, or at least ask for a favor, if you guys see here, let me pull up the podcast. Would love. There we go. Content live and get shareable link. If you guys want and want to support as well, that's the link for the podcast that we recorded yesterday. Whether you want to listen to it or not, if you want to give it some watch time, some likes, and subscribe to the Gaming Roundtable, that would be really, really helpful. But outside of that, guys, thank you so much for today. It's been a wonderful time. I really appreciate it. And we'll be back again next Saturday. More hardcore than parkour and what have you. But let's do it, guys. I'm going to end stream, and I will see you